production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together. Oh, yeah. Remember, the key to success is working hard. For our country we must have regard. Forget all your differences, let we start to build. And onward to progress we surely will. Because now more than ever we must show discipline, tolerance and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together. So much of things that we need to see about.
All rise. All rise. The Street Council is in session on the Street 919 FM.
Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago.
And concentrate.
Good afternoon to all our members. It's just about 36 minutes past the hour of 12 o'clock in the nation's capital. Oh boy. The 18th of August 2025. I hope that each and every one of you had a good weekend. Back to the plantation, boy. Yeah, you guys got a weekend of the plantation, and it's back to the plantation. Yeah, my plantation started. My plantation started very early.
I know.
Very early. But I'm glad to be alive. Glad to be here with you guys. Gotta say, top of the afternoon going out to all our loyal listeners, the ones that don't miss a street council. And yes, the street council is in session. Your speakers of the house, Anderson and Hashim. We are here with you guys straight to 4 p.m. Good afternoon, Hashim.
Good afternoon, Director Anderson.
Oh gosh.
I don't know if any of y'all on the YouTube stream, but if you happen to see the outfit matching the headphones, like this man came from corporate now. Apparently the council have to start dressing up because
one of those days, boy. One of those kind of days.
One of those days,
One of those kind of days.
One of those days.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
You could have made me privy, and I would at least find a button shirt to match the aesthetic now. Now I look like I fresh off of the I fresh out the courthouse as a defendant.
I thought that I would have been able to make a spin back home before I got here, but I don't want to call no names.
Next time you ought to walk with a shirt, an extra shirt.
I want my eagle to land on time without any deduction, so I'm not going to call no name.
Yeah.
You know, it always have one person who does just have a meeting, you know, drag it a little longer.
Right.
Yeah. And then after the meeting, as I tell you, you know, just have another meeting, right?
Right, the post meeting.
Yeah. That meeting already start. Yeah, my phone was, it just started to ring off and go off. What do you think about this? What do you think about...
Spell them out.
Right, so based on what I said in the meeting earlier, right? I need some bullet points and opinions and thoughts on this particular matter. Right?
Because now more than
What you talking? What do you mean lunch, Crystal? Didn't have breakfast?
production.
To all the persons that have those sorts of meetings on a Monday,
Better nation.
trust me, I don't envy you. I know how it goes.
That is the main foundation.
And the weekend seems to come so fast.
Hand in hand.
Anyways, you guys know how we do it on a Monday. This is your check-in hour. And also, we give you guys the opportunity to set the tone for this week. I know a lot happened over the weekend. And I know that there's a lot that you guys want to get off your chest. You want to just get it off your chest? This is your opportunity. Call in, check in with us. Let's know exactly what is on your mind. Again, you guys set the tune for this week, yeah? And those numbers are 342-0081, 466-5391. And don't forget that you guys could also send your WhatsApp messages as well. Send your voice notes. Good afternoon going out to all our members locked on YouTube and our website www.thestreet919fm.com and also Facebook. Good afternoon going out to each and every one of you as well.
More than ever, we must show discipline.
Should I start it off, boy? Anyways, I'm gonna take this one first. Hi, good afternoon, member.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Lahokita.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, man. How are you going? Hashim, the belonger, and Papa Andy.
Boy, victory is mine. Victory is mine.
Says the Lord.
Yeah.
Says the Lord.
But I'm watching that match between Hashim Heritage, our team versus St. Kitts. And we trained out by the batting by 13 runs.
I find
12.
we need some we still have some improvement. I mean the bowling was a bit untidy, the fielding as well. Yeah. The batting was on point, and I hope that we can continue with that sort of batting. It really the guys really came out and they performed, and I'm so happy for Colin Monroe. Making that 100. Yeah, I was most happy and excited about it.
Well, I don't really love the franchise cricket.
Yeah, I know.
But we trained that as far as the history of that, trained that in franchise cricket. The team always start kind of lackadaisical, and as time go by, they improve,
Right.
It's the first time. Yeah. Well, the other thing, well Hashim, your homework for today is the word impecunious. IMPECUNIOUS. Impecunious.
That's a big one.
No. Before I leave, you were mentioning about people getting government paying salaries fortnightly instead. Well, that is evident in Grenada right now, and it was implemented there, and apparently, well, the thinking of the government was that a faster turnover now, as far as income is concerned for workers. So I think it's going ahead because I don't hear much I haven't heard any complaint about it today. Yeah. And then the next thing is another independence mode, because independence has already, as I was asking you all the other day, if you all see buntings and flags and things in Port Spain, and you all see, it was last week.
Well, ironically enough, as we had that conversation, we walked out of the council that day to find streams of happy independence on the fence in front of us. So I don't know if they heard us our grievances here on the council, but I would like to think that we had a part to play in that, at least in this part of the city, Well,
no, in the absence of a parade or whether military parade, I want the at least your station, because you can't depend on Trinidad radio station for nothing patriotic. They don't have one patriotic station who are 100% patriotic again. So So what you will have to do is let the independence feel and flow, man. We have Lord Briner. That Briner tune, the name of the tune is Independence. That should be played every day in radio until the 31st of August. He was the first and last and ever, and there'll be no other independence Kaiso King in the history of Trinidad again. 1962, the original. Eh?
All right.
I heard reggae music playing a while ago. Then I saw me on Halfway Street in Jamaica.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, I ain't hearing a Kaiso, even for only 25 there. I mean, that wasn't an independence Kaiso competition, but still, it was a competition held during independence time, but it wasn't an independence competition.
We definitely working on it now. I'll send the message again, but I know Engine Room is listening, so they're gonna fix that programming for you.
Right.
All right, let me see if I can squeeze some more.
So that word again is impecunious.
IMPECUNIOUS.
All right, cool.
Let me see if I could squeeze some more. Right? Thanks very much, Mr. Locator. I have more calls on the line. Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Hi. Good day. Please.
Good. What trouble is this boy? He said that
You went and get communion.
Oh.
I'm a boy on the side of you looking like Satan and you looking like
Hey, where's that one, boy? Where's that one, boy? Nah, man.
So a fella can't dress up nice and look good?
I going home. If this how I treated these speakers this afternoon, I'm going home.
Oh boy, you catch me off guard, boy. Your eyeliner you really catch me off guard. I don't know how to address if to address your speaker or father. You know.
Wow. I'll take that today. I'll look for that.
Wow.
I'll look for that.
Anyway, blessing to the both of you there, man.
Nice.
What
Bless
I
up.
want to
Same
talk
you.
about today, I just want to say that I am in total disagreement with the banning of the independence celebration this year. I totally disagree with that.
All right, we're gonna get into it today. Don't worry.
Yeah. Because that to me is a lapse of national security. They don't know how to do the work. Square peg in wrong hole. Russia does still that thing, and them threatening with all kind of evils. America, same thing. Other China, same thing. Korea, same thing. And all of them that's the thing going on as normal. This is the birth of our nation. I find that should be treated seriously. No political party or nothing have no dealings with that. This is country, not party. And banning that procession, that independence celebration, I look at that as a failure. Now, hear me good. I am not disagreeing with the government other measures. But on this particular matter, I am totally disappointed and not in agreement with the banning of the celebration. Because next thing when they say because of national security issue, then national security issue may come up for Panama, it may come up for parade at the ban, it may come up for keeping things in Savannah, even carnival. This is not a good road going down. Please, or they don't give the PNM no ammunition. Please. That is why I keep saying that we look for a third party issue in case this government falter. We will have to go back to Barabbas. Have a blessed day, fellas.
Thank you so much, member. Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Good afternoon to you, gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
Yes, man. I know time is very short, so today we just guide me on the way. The time. I want to start out saying this. Independence Day do not represent Mother India or Mother Africa. They represent Trinidad and Tobago. Because when we get independent, Indians was done here, Africans was done here. So all of us fight for independence. Equilibriums do the most work of going out there and discussing and talking. And the Queen gave us that independence because her father did not want to give us that. But she gave the Caribbean and many other countries So I respect her somewhere along the line with that. So when people say independence, I do not want them to believe that independence is something that, because is that the road people want to go down here on the political side, the both two political side. They want to turn the Independence Day now into a party group. I don't know why. They want to turn it into PNM and UNC. And as I said earlier on, I will give the government the benefit I doubt this year. I know next year we will celebrate Independence Day. I know next year it might be bigger and better. Today I give them the okay. Let me see what's going to take place. I am going with the government saying. But next year, because where's 1 day, where's 1 year, of missing Independence Day? I know Independence Day represents patriot. It don't represent UNC or PNM. It represents red, white, and black. Together we aspire, together we achieve. That's what it represents. It represents passion. It represents blood. What our ancestors shared with the East Indians and the Africans. Because as I said, in 1962, we was going to have Indians here already and Africans here already. So this is not like Africans was here alone and them fight for Independence Day and Kamala come now and that's how they're going down the road. So I want to let them know, hey, let me use common sense in this. I understand the pain of some of us might feel out because you know what, every year people go in the savannah, they go down Frederick Street and line up to watch you see the fireworks. I understand it. I know it. But you have to give them, if it's for that 4 more Independence Day thing, let me wait and see now. So I am saying this, Kingsley, give them the benefit I doubt this year. I thank you very much, gentlemen.
Thank you so much for your contribution, member.
Yeah, this gonna be an interesting discussion. Yeah. Let me try not to get too much into.
I already realized I already put my foot in my mouth because last week I was telling people that let's share positivity as we celebrate our independence.
We really put our foot in our mouth that day, boy.
And I want to apologize to all our members and listeners. I apologize, right? Because
No.
right?
You see what coming today.
Mr. Locketa, had asked us about, if we see things put up and whatever, just as what he just mentioned a while ago. And I'm saying that since, the information is out now that there's not going to have any parade and any fireworks and so forth. What do you call it now? A day of prayers.
National Day of Prayer and I think Reflection. Reflection. I will look for the article.
Should we be putting verses instead of putting up red, white, and black flags? And should we just be putting up verses from the Bible and stuff?
Well, we'll need the Bible. We need the Quran.
We need candles.
Candles for sure, right? Does that mean we could get like kurma and them kind of things too? I don't know.
Nah, we don't make it into next minute they say, but this thing looking like a
But I'm just asking.
No, it's a day of prayers and reflection, so we could probably get candles.
So we can have snacks while we reflect.
Some people saying I'm looking like a father today. Probably we need to get more.
Somebody
pastors,
say. I tried to read this. I tried to read this comment for the past 10 minutes. Somebody say.
Don't take on Caribbean soul, eh?
I did just.
I'm cutting you off. Sure. Good afternoon to you, Caribbean soul. Good afternoon to you.
Turmeric.
Yeah. Yeah, like I come out from, like I advertising for cheap brand.
I was weak.
No problem.
If we could get anytime Chief commercial start to play here, you know the reason, right?
But we're gonna definitely get into it in the next hour, and I advise you guys, all our members on YouTube and so forth, share, like and share, follow, tell everyone, and tell all your friends, family, that the Street Council is in session. But yeah, I want to definitely we're gonna dive deeper into the conversation of you know, the whole independence and whatever else that you guys, you know, want to get off your chest. Because as I said, I know a lot happened over the weekend. And just before we pay those bills, to all our TKR fans out there, I know that we all celebrated on Sunday that victory, seeing the TKR taking their first game and winning their first game.
So much of things that
I am not sorry for the Patriots in no way. Whoever we are up,
them out.
whoever that is coming to face us, come strong, or else we're gonna send you home. But the CPL action has been great.
Because now
I watch Barbados Royal against the Falcons. Yeah, I watch the other games as well. Unfortunately, that rain messed up last night game.
Yeah, so I don't think that there's a final outcome.
Yeah, and the game never started. So I think how it normally works is that they would have gotten a point each. Yeah. So let's go and pay those bills, and then after we're gonna come back more in the next hour. You guys keep it locked to the Street 919 FM.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
You want to find something great to do with your Tuesday nights? You want to learn and understand the true reason for Jesus? Then join us every Tuesday night from 8 to 9 p.m. for the program, This Same Jesus, the program that puts Jesus in his rightful place in our hearts and in our homes. Let's bring church home to you. Join us every Tuesday nights from 8 to 9 p.m. with your hosts, Kempes and Kevin. Be inspired, be blessed right here on the Street 91.9 FM.
Falling in love with Jesus.
Ikaro, I am Alatumishe Ifabamishe Aganki, better known as MC Duke. And
every Monday between the hours of 9 p.m. to midnight,
I host a show called Orisha, The Way of Life, right here on the Sheet 919 FM, where I have guests passing through from the Orisha Ifa Baptist Diaspora to educate, edify, and inform you, the listening public, about Orisha Ifa practices. So remember to tune in
every Monday between the hours of 9 p.m. to midnight
for Orisha, The Way of Life.
Light up your weekends at Vibes Nightclub, Tobago's hottest spot. 3 epic nights of music and energy await every Thursday. Karaoke Thursdays. Kick off at 8 p.m. with free entry. Grab the mic, unleash your inner star, and sing all night. Beers on special for $10, 2 Campari for $25, and giveaways for the best singers. Every Friday, Limers Fridays. Kick off at 8 p.m. with free entry. Vibes with your crew and enjoy beers on special for $10, 2 Campari for $25, and 2 White Oak for $25. Every Saturday, Raw Saturdays. Everything goes, nothing but good vibes. Free entry and an all-star DJ cast to bring the vibes. Vibes Nightclub is where Tobago shines. Join us Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for music, fun, and unforgettable nights. Don't miss out. Your weekend starts at Vibes.
The #1 bookstore in Trinidad is having the biggest back-to-school sale for the holidays.
Shop at Sharon's Bookstore for the biggest back-to-school sale.
All your kindergarten, preschool,
primary, secondary school,
and tertiary education supplies at ridiculously low prices. Sharon's also carries a wide range of sneakers, socks, t-shirts, vests for girls and boys,
and much more items for school. So don't miss Sharon's back-to-school sale.
Now on Eastern Main Road, San Juan, Tunapuna.
2 locations at Trin City Mall, ground level and first level. We're also open on Sundays from 8 a.m. Check us on Facebook for up-to-date info and promotions. Also, message us for a quick response.
Every over, new celebration. What's the occasion? CPL playing, fresh new season, same great flavor. Now that the fans begun, we gonna crush it all. KFC for the CPL. Who will rise? Maybe time will tell. Wake up, rise up, stand up. Time, let me chase that crunch. Yeah.
Chase the crunch with KFC and TKR this CPL.
Planning your Tobago getaway? Choose the highest Google-rated car rental company on the island, O'Neill Auto Rentals Tobago. Located just minutes from the A&R Robinson International Airport, at O'Neill, we pride ourselves on being the most tech-savvy car rental company in Tobago. Our process is 100% digital. No paperwork, no long lines. From easy pickup to seamless returns, renting a car in Tobago has never been simpler. WhatsApp us now at 1-868-361-1042 to book your vehicle. Don't forget to mention promo code RADIO2 to receive a 5% discount on your rental. Send a WhatsApp message to 1-868-361-1042 today. That's 1-868-361-1042. O'Neill Auto Rentals Tobago, the easiest, most reliable car rental experience on the island.
Vehicle availability is subject to change. Driver must be at least 25 years old and have a valid driver's license to book. For more information, visit www.rentalcartobago.com.
Blessings in the wonderful name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. You are invited to listen to the Final Hour broadcast heard every Monday from 12 midnight to 5 a.m. in the morning on The Street 919 FM radio. Here my mom, Pastor Helen Garcia, and myself, Pastor Valentine Garcia Jr., preach the Word of God to the elderly, youth, and children. We can be contacted at 629-0113 or 623-8444. The church is located at 26 Prince Street in Port of Spain. We look forward to you joining us. God bless you.
As my life I lay it on the altar, as my life.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282 or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
The presence of oxygen is absolutely the absence of disease. Most chronic diseases that plague us are not happening to us, but is happening within us. We're literally eating ourselves to death, which means we're not living longer, we're dying longer. Join fitness expert Aloy Johnson, the founder of the healthiest corner on earth, located at number 92 East Drive, Champlain, every Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. live on The Street 919 FM, where he shows you that healing the body's temple is easier than anyone would have led you to believe.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
All rise. All rise. The Street Council is in session on The Street 919 FM.
Now the election back and I'll die away. In short, this is what I have to say. Let us forget fights and grudges and concentrate. Come, let us sit and try to relate. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come, let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come, my brother, come, my sister, and let us build a nation together.
All rise. All rise. The Street Council is in session on the Street 919 FM.
And 3 minutes past the of 1 o'clock. Hope that each and every one of you
Now with the election back and all that,
have already had lunch. If you're just having lunch, well, good afternoon going out to you.
this is what I have to say.
The best lunch is sometimes on a Monday because you know you're bringing that Sunday lunch. Whatever remains on a Sunday, you're bringing it for lunch on a Monday.
You ever make a Sunday lunch and had no leftovers for Monday? Just
Yeah,
because of
it
the
happens.
magnitude of
It
people that
happens.
was eating on Sunday?
It happens. Not that alone. Sometimes you just get persons that wasn't invited. You know, they
I know
pass
about all
through.
that, eh?
They pass through. Yeah,
I don't believe in I don't believe in no pass through, sorry.
uninvited guests. They pass
If you
through.
didn't get no message saying come true, don't come in my yard.
Oh God, no.
Nah,
Sometimes
nah,
it
nah,
happens.
nah, nah,
Sometimes
nah,
it happens. You know, like you're bubbling a pot and you know your good friend or your sister just call and say, Hashim, evening, afternoon, you're cooking today or on the menu? A passing, eh? A passing.
I cooking ice if you're ready to you wanna bite or
God, Hashim, he better, boy. He better.
nah, bro. If I really not in the mood for people, I'm not going to, because when I cook up and I ready, everybody eating for sure.
Right.
You know, but sometimes some days Sunday is just to be restful, be in your own space, decompress, set yourself up for the next 7 days. You know, sometimes you just need that alone time, and for people who have families, obviously you're not gonna get that. So just be around the people you can moderately tolerate for most of the time, without any outside interference now.
More than ever.
No, listen.
You guys know if there's
listen.
one person to do not call on a Sunday for nothing at all, it's Hashim, eh?
Oh no. That
call
is
him on the next day.
That is very true. To be really honest with you, from since I grew up, when my father used to read the children Bible, on the 7th day God rested, on the 7th day I rest.
Wow.
On the 7th day I rest.
So don't bother you on that day.
Do not unless it's for church. Don't bother me.
All right.
Do not bother me. Unless I reach out and say, hey, I'm doing a cook up, or you pass through. Don't look for me.
Yeah, I had a shout out to my sister though. She made a mean crab and dumpling yesterday.
Nice.
Yeah.
Funny.
Wasn't the
crab you always catch.
Yeah. It wasn't the ordinary Sunday lunch with the caldo and pie, normal staple, but I enjoyed that crab and dumpling. A nice corn. I think not corn. Coconut. She make a coconut dumpling and the normal dumpling. Yeah, it was good.
The coconut dumpling is different, boy.
And nothing beats a good curry crab.
Tell me something. I know some people just do it standard. They curry the crab, dumpling on the side,
right?
And you have to, you bite through the shell and do whatever you have. But you see the people who actually take the time to get the meat out of the crab and actually fold it into the dumpling and cook it that way.
Right.
You've had crab and dumpling like those before?
Never had it like that.
Like
but
stuffed crab and dumpling?
No, I've never had it like that. But
really?
But for persons who do that,
brother man,
I am saying to you guys, God have a special place for you all in heaven.
A special place.
Right? It has AC.
For sure.
It definitely have AC.
Wait, so that part of heaven with no AC?
Yeah, it has parts of, where you get a mixture, you might get a little bit of, a little tropical this, a little, a little bit of the Caribbean, but
I need a AC.
Them on top of the top.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Nah. Yeah. And if any of you ever had that, like stuffed crab and dumpling, give me a call.
Where have you tried that though?
Here.
Right here?
Yeah. Well, once was in an all-inclusive, so that kind of made sense.
Right.
But I think there was a caterer this year self. I can't remember. It was for something we was doing in the family. I cannot remember what it was for.
Please, somebody whoever does that.
But this year, they left a bunch, like you know what it was? My auntie them went Panorama, Pan Semis.
Right.
And they had some caterer double up a bunch of food for them, and one of them was stuffed crab and dumpling. And it was a big aluminum tray.
Somebody had a link.
And that tray lasted us a good week after Pan Semis. And we was eating that I ate that every day with no regrets or remorse. Oh God. And she ain't tell me who make it to this day, I I feel for my birthday coming up. I say, you know what I want? I want some of that. Some of that. Whoever it is, yeah. Yeah, boy.
Crab in a dumpling?
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy.
I want that. I definitely want that.
And it had a curry sauce over it and things. Again, hungry talking about it. Yeah. Let me move on. Oh God.
But again, to all our members having lunch now, hope that you guys enjoy it. Yes, and this is the Street Council, and definitely we are in session. Let me say good afternoon again, going out to all our members logged on YouTube and our website as well. And please feel free to use the comment section
civilly, please,
and send your send your views, send whatever is your concern, because you guys are literally responsible to set the tone for this week. So far, I know that it seems to be that one conversation for sure is about independence, and as we promised, we'll definitely get into it
for sure. Let me just do lahakata homework here real quick. You know, I don't like to go home and do work. So impecunious is the word. I don't know where I really need to find out how old lahakata is, because this man's a walking history book, right? Anyway, the word impecunious means having little or no money, poor or penniless. It often carries a slightly formal or literary tone. For example, during his impecunious student days, he survived mostly on instant noodles. I ain't gonna lie to tell you, most of the nation impecunious right now, Mr. Lahakata. It ain't looking too good, my brother. Yeah. Anyway, before we dive into the independence thing, as you know, our young brother, who we love to praise here, young brother, recently added a second remix to his now world famous single, The Greatest Bend Over. And this latest remix featured two international superstars, Chloe Bailey and Miss Shake It to the Max Molly. What are you looking at there?
No. Just a name I heard, and just make me.
You hear a name and you squinch.
Yeah.
Which name was that?
Go ahead now. You go ahead.
Anyway, the music video for that official remix was released on Friday. Currently has just under 400,000 views in the past 3 days. Good things. And it very prominently featured, bright, vibrant colors. When I looked into it, Miss Bailey actually took dance choreography from some very popular Caribbean dancers. One of them being Queen Nandi from Barbados, where part of the video was actually shot.
Right.
Nandi, for those of you who don't know, is actually one of the dancers from Asha Montano, and she hosts a myriad of soca dance classes around the world. So that's a real good look for her, being able to have taught one of the internationals, a little bit of soca choreography.
Molly was in it, and who is that? Molly and who?
I see where you're going, eh?
No, I just asked a question.
No, because I'm going to say my wife named Chloe Bailey, and you're gonna skin up your face again. And I wish I still had some coffee in this cup to. Even if I fling coffee at you, you're wearing brown, so the stain wouldn't even show. Stay off of. It's not the song we're talking about today, okay?
Oh, okay, all right, okay.
Relax.
My apologies. Go
Relax.
ahead.
I don't care what your opinion on the song is, eh?
Speaker, you go ahead. The floor is yours.
Right. Anyway, the video itself pictured very amazing visuals of multiple Caribbean flags. There's one huge I want to call it a blanket, however you want to call it. It's just a huge tapestry of a bunch of Caribbean flags.
They just made like
on
a huge
it,
flag.
Yeah, with multiple Caribbean countries on it. And it apparently seems that a particular Caribbean country has been very vocal about their absence from this tapestry. The Spice Massive out of Grenada seems very upset by this apparent shun of not being included on the wall of flags that was in this video. Apparently they're very upset because apparently young brother has Grenadian roots. by way of his grandmother. And so they see it as a slight to them for some particular reason. And the young brother has come out and made a statement in regards to this, but I'm going to be real with all you. Grenada, bounce me low. Grenada, let me talk to all you for a second now. It's not that serious. It's really not that serious.
You think so?
How many flags does the world at large really recognize from the Caribbean? Other than Jamaica. Might recognize Trinidad. Might recognize Barbados. If we go in on terms of popularity, those are probably the 3 most popular Caribbean countries. Alright? If you yeah, okay, you weren't included in the flag. Does that make you any less for not being included in a music video? I don't think so. Grenada is still a magical, wonderful place. Just because it wasn't represented in one little music video. No reason to kick up and fuss about it. You know what other flags wasn't there? St. Kitts Nevis wasn't there. The ABC Islands wasn't there. Belize wasn't there. Who? What country you don't say that?
No, I'm listening to you.
Guadeloupe, Martinique, Venezuela wasn't there. You happy? You happy?
You mean what?
Right.
Well, and then kick off us?
The Virgin Islands flags weren't there. Either the USVI or the BVI. Well, we never included in anything because they don't consider them as a part of the Caribbean for some strange reason.
Right.
It's a bunch of flags wasn't there. Do you see us complaining? No. Doesn't make you any more or any less Caribbean because you didn't see a flag. Alright? It does happen. Okay? Don't make such a big deal about it. The fact of the matter is the song is getting more attention on the outside. And I, for one, very much hope that the latest remix allows the song to push itself into new markets, even though the original is very, very international already. But you never know where collaborations like that may lead the song to go, right? For all we know, the song might end up on the Billboard, and will probably be the first soca song to hit a Billboard chart in probably over 20 years. And I, for one, whether it is the original, whether it is the remix, if that happens, well worth it. Well worth it.
The first soca song I ever see push so much. Yes, I guess
the first soca song you ever see me push so much?
Yeah.
Nah, man, it's not about the song, bro. It's about the doors that the song is opening.
Nah, but
or should I say reopening?
We are very much proud for young brother, and I honestly think that as you rightfully said, it's really not that serious, and at least young brother came out. I mean, he gave the statement and he made it clear that that the song is under a new record label, and the production and so forth, and the creation of the new video and all of these different things was literally out of his control. He was just asked to be present on the day,
right,
to record the video. So he wasn't responsible for cutting out flags and stitching it together and which flag should be there and which flag shouldn't be there, and I don't think that generally that you really expect to see every single Caribbean country flag there.
It would not happen.
It's not a pageant, and even if it's a pageant, not every country sometimes does even take part in a pageant. So then, what are you gonna do? So, I think too they probably still, there's a possibility too that they probably still kind of, in the feelings about that whole thing, since people saying that they make very dry current roll, that they didn't like that. They didn't like
so
that.
they're still on that way?
Yeah, they didn't like that. They didn't like that.
Nah, boy.
They didn't like that. And then when you see Trinidad flag day, and they think about it, a moist current roll, a dry, nah, we're not in that business. we vex. Nah, but no seriousness.
So you're saying Trinidad flag is moist? That way
moist. You think about moist, you know? Nah, but yeah, don't Grenadians, please don't take it that serious. All our soca artists, just as how, you know, we have soca artists here that we love. We also have soca artists all over the world, all over in the Caribbean that we love. And I can tell you that we celebrate them the same way, whether or not they hit a stage and they just promote their country and they don't mention Trinidad. We not vex, we still love them.
You understand?
You know,
look how good all you had it this year. Big soca championship, and who it went to? It went to a Grenadian.
And we not vexing no way. We happy for the gentleman. You know, big up to Black Dan, and we hope that he continues to bring classics like that, because since he sing that, I even feel blessed. You know.
Yeah. You been feeling blessed?
I feel extra blessed.
You start to see your way? Or?
Yeah, I start to see my way.
Well, sir.
Yeah.
All right.
So no worries at all. So give young brother a little room now, man. Let the brother breathe.
Please.
You know, let him continue on his journey, and we wish him all the best. And if it is that the song does reach even further, you know, welcome it with open arms. We all go there, watch the video, like it. All of these things, you know, sometimes help an artist to get where they need to be. Yeah, so don't stand up with placards and protest against it. Yeah, let's give the support to, you know, I mean, yes, his name is Young Brother, but he's also very young in the business as well. So give him that support. Yeah, and understand that he's not responsible. He was not responsible for it. And it was not purposely done to say, well, they left out somebody, you know, purposely. You know, it wasn't anything like that, yeah?
Success is working hard.
So again, we invite you guys to be a part of the conversation as well. Let us know exactly what is on your, you know, what is on your chest, what is on your mind. 3420081 4665 and you can also send your WhatsApp messages, voice notes, and so forth. And again, let me say good afternoon going out to all our members locked on via YouTube and Facebook. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And yeah, let's get those numbers up here. Let me say good afternoon going out to Andre locked on, Caribbean Soul, Miss Arima, I see you. Also, did I see Patricia earlier on? I don't know. The chat is moving.
The chat is moving fast, and all you don't know how to have better conversations than what you're having in here. Anyway.
Andre, okay, I'm seeing a lot happening in here.
Yeah.
Stoop to their level, blah blah blah. I guess they're talking about, you know, as I said, that conversation, that heated conversation, that what is literally going around the media right now in reference to our independence celebration, it being cancelled. No fireworks, a day of reflection and prayers and reflection.
Let me get the
prayers and reflection, I believe it is.
Yeah, let me get the proper thing up here. National Day of Prayer.
Prayer and reflection, yeah. Just before we jump into that though, there's a video also circulating where a police officer would have stopped a lady, but I think that is missing a lot of context, so that's why I don't really want to go too much into it. But the police, the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service has put out a release saying that they are going to do an investigation. It's where he actually pulled out his firearm. The lady was still in the car, she wasn't armed, she wasn't using any profanities or anything like that, and he was literally shouting at her, telling her to come out of the car, put your hands up, blah blah blah. And when she came out of the car, he was like, you know, lean up against the car, and she was asking why, and he kind of like tried to hold her to, I guess, to arrest her or whatever, but the video was cut there because she was the one that was recording. But you know, sometimes our video tend to start is only when the bacchanal.
When the bacchanal starts is when, yeah.
But you know, I'm not too sure what would have happened before. Yeah, so but I hope that the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service do their due diligence and investigate the matter. And I mean, just by looking at it, I feel like, like, oh gosh, he didn't probably have to use, it didn't have to come down to all of that, but again,
didn't probably.
so many, no, but you see, so much is missing. I don't want to just make that assumption and then,
And just assume, right?
Yeah, so I'll leave that for now. I'll leave it there. But I do hope that the police service does investigate it. Again, to beachgoers, the beach that you're going to, the water might be choppy, whatever the case may be, please, if your ball go in it, leave it alone. It's unfortunate that, I think it was sometime last week there, a gentleman lost his life. They were playing football, the ball went in the water, he went for it and got into difficulties and he lost his life.
Yep.
Yeah, so I know that this time everybody is going to the beaches, it's the summer vacation, we understand, but please, how the water could be. We are in the hurricane season as well, so sometimes you're gonna get a lot of rough waters and so forth, so please be careful, don't play any hero. A ball is replaceable, you could get another ball, you just cannot get back your life. Yeah, and I think over the weekend I saw a couple accidents, so
couple of them, yep.
Please once again take your time on the nation's road. There was one article that I also wanted to touch on. Mom shot dead in Canupia. Her prison officer, her son, unfortunately shot her by accident. The claim is that he said that based on what was released, is that the prison officer detained by police after his licensed firearm was involved in a tragic shooting death of his mother, Miss Susan. St. Louis. Again, condolences going out to the family and her friends. It's an unfortunate situation. But yeah, I believe that he was attacked by some men, and I think he pulled out his licensed firearm, and between all the melee, apparently a stray bullet would have shot his mom, and she lost her life. So condolences again going out, even to him as well. This is something that he will have to live with for the rest of his life. It's a very, very unfortunate situation. And again too, it just goes to show that we definitely need to have more conversations with the usage of firearms and this stand your ground law. We definitely have to make sure that license holders, FUL holders, know exactly what they're doing and when to discharge a firearm and all of these different things. I'm not saying that the guy in question, he shouldn't have done what he did. I wasn't in the situation. I wasn't there. I don't know what he was thinking, but all I'm saying is that we should have more conversations around things like this to just try and prevent situations like this from happening. Because it's one thing to protect yourself and another thing to know that you're trying to protect yourself and your family and you end up shooting your family.
Yep.
Because what I understand is that the guys didn't have any firearm. They're saying that they had knives and so forth. So I just hope that that her son finds peace and be able to overcome this and continue his life, because it's going to be a difficult one. Just knowing that you are responsible for the death of your mother, unfortunately.
There was also one more unfortunate incident that I came across.
Right.
A shooting, I believe it was in Maracas, that ended up in that resulted over a parking dispute, essentially. Yeah, it was a. I'll find the story.
That was the same.
Was that the same? I don't think it was the same issue.
They say it was a parking dispute because he carried them.
Was it the beach?
No, for doubles.
Was it doubles?
Yeah. They went for a doubles run, and I think there was a dispute where
it was parking. So it was the same story.
Yeah, I believe it's the same story.
Okay.
All right, so let's get into
let's pivot
this thing
into the topic of the day.
About independence. Why? Actually, for those that probably missed it, I am going to play a short video. And this would have been the information that would have been shared with the population in relation to Independence Day. And our Minister of Justice and Minister of Homeland Gardens would have addressed the media, informing the nation of the decision of the government. So you guys can take a listen to this. To the ones on YouTube, you guys would be able to see it as well. So if it is that you want to see the video, have visuals, I'm going to play it now. So probably you could go on to our YouTube channel or Facebook or our website, www.thestreet919fm.com, and you guys will be able to see it there. Alright, so take it in, and then we're gonna come back and have a discussion. Yeah?
It's putting more effort and less play. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance.
All rise. All rise. The Street Council is in session on the Street 919 FM.
The government has taken a very responsible decision with respect to national security. There are two factors that you're overlooking here. One, the exposure and the risk to the law enforcement officers who are under threat when we declare the state of emergency. And two, we're using the savings from these functions to help with the fight against crime. It's a two-dimension fold.
Let me go on the first dimension. The Commissioner of Police has said repeatedly that the initial plot to disable has been, I want to use the word minimized. He said it has more or less been dealt with, and there are other issues that the state of emergency can't treat with at this time. Given that that is so, why then the need for the cancellation if the reason for the SOE has been already dealt with?
You would have remembered that when we declared the state of emergency on the 18th of July, a few days later we went to the Parliament to justify the extension of the SOE for a further 3 months, which meant that the threat still exists. It was very clear on the Hansard record that we have said that we were able to disrupt the criminal syndicate. The threat continues to exist. You would have seen the minister issue various detention orders with respect to various criminals or alleged criminals in those regards, and those persons have been detained pursuant to the emergency powers regulation under the state of emergency. So to couch it in such a way that as soon as we declared the state of emergency, the threat became non-existent, that is not a true reflection of the situation. In fact, we went to the Parliament to justify, where we even had the support of the opposition with respect to the extension of the SOE.
Again, the Commissioner of Police would have said, even after you all went to the Parliament to get the extension, that the threat was already dealt with. I see your colleague is eager to butt in here.
I know sometimes persons don't understand how threats are measured or a threat level, how it is dealt with. Even if the threat levels is lessened, until that threat level is completely destroyed, then the investigations continues. So to say that the commissioner said what he said, and you of the opinion that that means the end of it all, now I don't think that you're looking into this right. Okay. In fairness to you.
Now, you mentioned the serious senior members of the judiciary as well as the government going into one place that would have raised some concerns. But we also have other public events where we are seeing the Prime Minister and other senior members of the government and the judiciary and other aspects of state having those functions. Why then are we still having those other functions?
So there's A number of issues must be taken into consideration when you see the gathering of especially the PM and all of that. It takes a lot of resources, some that you don't see, in order to have the place secured to such an extent that the likelihood of something happening is almost zero. All right? But we cannot say, sometimes we don't know, the police don't know, or cannot say if persons are keeping things in any particular location with all their knowledge, if that could be already be the case overall. So there are some issues that you have to treat with in terms of security for the PM and others, yeah? While other persons might be doing their own thing. I hope you'd understand.
And Jensen, the decision is also based on the fact that we have seen successes of the SOE, and this is one of the decisions also in terms of a preventative situation that can occur also.
I'm glad you raised that.
All rise. All rise. The Street Council is in session on the Street 919 FM.
Yeah, so I also want to share with you guys some persons that some well-known faces, some well-known persons within Trinidad and Tobago that would have shared their views on this emancipation, and one of them being one of our ex-commissioner of police. Listen to what he had to say.
Cancel the Independence Day parade and celebrations. It is indeed unfortunate, and I'm speaking not just as a citizen, but somebody who was in the military and someone who understands the importance of our independence. It is very unfortunate, but it is something that has to be done. But to hear certain citizens try to water down the significance of Independence Day by stating it's just a whole set of different fire trucks and army trucks going on a parade, it shows the ignorance of persons understanding the importance of what the Independence Day is about. That is an anniversary to remember that we are now free to self-govern, that we are not under any control from external forces. Many countries cannot boast about the same. So for persons to try to trivialize the importance of our Independence Day based on trying to justify why it is done presently of trying to cancel it, it shows ignorance at the highest level. Having said that, even to hear a political analyst foolishly state that it may be a reason to cancel it to save costs because it may be based on an economic decision, that is also very foolish, because you will have the opening of Carnival, the Carnival launch in a few months, where a couple hundred persons turn up, and it costs 3 times more than the Independence Day celebration. So let us not go there and speak about costs. And for a political analyst to make a comment like that, it says a lot about how persons do not understand the significance of our independence. But having said that, it is something, if it is that law enforcement agencies, the intelligence agencies have stated that there's a clear and present danger that can affect national security in that specific time, but there's nothing else that the state can do. The state will be forced to make that decision because it is the intelligence agencies that will give that advice to the state, and then they will now decide. So the state has decided upon this based on intelligence that has been given by the law enforcement agencies through their intelligence agencies. And if that is the case, we have to adhere to it, we have to accept it, as unfortunate as it is, because nothing must trump national security. But again, we must always accept the fact that rather than try to trivialize the importance of independence, it is something that is important, but it is the Independence Day parade, the celebrations. Let us not trivialize it. But again, the law enforcement agencies have made a decision. It is hoped that whatever is this threat can be neutralized as quickly as possible, because this does not just affect our Independence Day parade. It can also affect the image of Trinidad and Tobago regionally and internationally as it pertains to trade, investment, tourism, where persons believe that if it is that we have to cancel an Independence parade, there's something that is serious ongoing in our country. So it is hoped that our law enforcement agencies would be able to neutralize it as quickly as possible. And I will ask all law-abiding citizens support the law enforcement agencies, and we need to support the state in this decision, because it is obvious this decision has been made based on a lot of intelligence being given, and decision has been made towards looking after the safety and security of citizens of this country.
All rise. All rise. The Street Council is in session on the Street 919 FM.
And just one more before we open the phone lines, and this one is from one of our own here, and a guy that has been around for a while into mass and culture and so forth, and he definitely wanted to share and give his views on emancipation. And that is Big Mike. So listen to what Big Mike had to say.
On the Independence Day parade / fireworks. You get excited to see the police, and you're always fascinated with the police and guns and, you know, vehicles and the dogs and the horses, you know. Maybe it's a loss to the kids. Cost of the Independence Day parade. Dogs is a man's best friend. And not only dogs, other animals as well. But let's deal with dogs. That's your best friend. Why you want to have the country spend money to be cruelty to those animals? Let us showcase the creativity of the people of the country, right? And compensate them for that. But when you have a parade and you have that massive fireworks, who benefiting from it? Tell me, are you benefiting from it? Are your life being better? Come on, people, let us be real. At this time, I am very happy to do something to celebrate our independence.
All rise. All rise. The Street Council is in session on the Street 919 FM.
So I think we shared enough contents with you guys. We give you guys enough context as well.
I have a post here, but I'm gonna wait until we take some phone calls before because I think we can wrap up with this post I have. It was a comment made on one of the articles based on the cancellation of the parade.
Right.
But I can wait for.
So I invite first. Before we even go any deeper into it, I would like to get your views, members, listeners, your views on the announcement of the cancellation of the parade 2025 and also the cancellation of the fireworks. It's a day of prayers and reflection. So we invite you guys to call in and share with us. Let's know exactly where your headspace is, what you think. Is it a good move? Are we accepting everything that is handed out to us? Are we, as one of our members said, he's gonna give the government the benefit of the doubt. He said, they're gonna watch until next year to see exactly what happens. Let's know. Those numbers 342-0081, 4665-391. Now remember, you could call on WhatsApp as well. Send your voice notes, send your comments via YouTube, and let's know exactly how you feel about it.
We should be noted. Also, there was even though fireworks have been banned, there will be issued permits for the sale of silent fireworks.
So when you say silent fireworks, probably like starlights and things?
Probably starlights and the things that kind of just fizzle instead of go boom.
You think a little firecracker might still pass? You know the firecracker I'm talking about, right? The one that children could just spelt on the ground. Probably.
Maybe.
Right, let's see.
It's probably not as loud.
Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Good afternoon, brothers.
Good afternoon.
Well, I agree with you see the noise fireworks and things. I agree with that thing. No, that's a noise fire. You do this gunshot fire and all kind of thing. No matter if you have it in a secret, if you have it on the savannah, if you say from 7 to 10 in the evening, right, that's good. But people having private fireworks in the house and they go boom. You don't know if it's a gunshot, the dog running about the place, you can't hold the dog.
Right.
You can't hide him below the bed, all kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you see the cancel the celebration, I ain't like that at all. If you could come out now and that morning and things, watch the parade and look at your firemen, how they're looking, and your policemen and the soldiers and how they're looking and things, and put your mind as a little child what you want to be when you come up and things. Enjoy the music going on, Charlotte Street in the Park Street in the defense force area, wherever they're going, Marva Road or wherever they will go. But I think it's a scared because the Prime Minister she knows she will get booed. Because the tongue is the talking tongue is that she will get booed. And that's what she's afraid. And also the other court may call him, the man in charge of security. He used to be on TV, but he will get hauled when he come up, when he show up in front there. And you know, they enjoy the rest of the day.
All right.
And the big up, we could still enjoy the independence and let them secure the little hall again.
All right, thank you so much, man, for your contribution.
Sent you a visual there. Not sure if you could play the sound, but you could definitely play the video when you get a second.
All right, okay, no problem. So again, you know, we invite you guys to be a part of the show. Those numbers again, 342-0081, 466-5391. And remember, members, to keep your contribution as short as possible, so at least we could be able to take as much calls, yeah? And be respectful, yeah? And
Please,
remember that this show is a balanced show.
Please.
All right? Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I saw on YouTube the inspiration of himself. His life and his children, life being threatened. Alexander, the Minister of Finance, the Attorney General, and his whole set of them, life being threatened. Right? What you want them to do? Study independence or study what they have to do good for the country? Right? So they know what they're doing. They don't have to do things. So I live in here and I like to do good. And if you do good for some people, they still say bad. So who like it or who I like it? And you see the fireworks? I is animal activist. Fireworks is illegal. And all who talking about fireworks, they are illegal people and they do illegal things. Because fireworks is never legal. And I glad it is animal fireworks. And when them talk, when this government too, we have a government, I have a government, I have a UNCOPNN. But this government doing good things. But when them say silent fireworks, it have no silent fireworks. It have no silent fireworks at all. Fireworks is fireworks. And I glad independent they could always come, do something good. And another thing I want to say, a compliment demand from Santa Cruz. Because when the bandits come to your home, they will beat you, push you in your car trunk, and carry you. You did a good job. God bless you. And I compliment you.
All right, thank you so much, member, for your contribution.
I have to look into that claim of illegality.
No, fireworks is not illegal.
It's not illegal.
No,
it's illegal. It's illegal to set it off in certain circumstances.
But
and you will get fined for it.
You remember last week we were talking about probably, and we made that suggestion: move the fireworks from the Oval, and I think we even said to have it out at sea.
Out at sea, yeah.
Yeah, they could have one of those barge or something, and put the fireworks on it out there.
We do it back home all the time.
I've seen that they put barge on Shagarama sometimes, and they had concerts, you know, where the artists and them would have gone on a boat to the barge out there, and people on land, and there are times so it's the same thing that they could have done,
more or less, yeah.
Just to make sure that they keep the activity, keep that.
And at the same time, it's in an area where it does not hinder, the safety of animals and such things. Because whenever anybody talk about fireworks, is always the animals they consider, and rightly so. Rightly so, and having it in the savannah is definitely a bad location because, as we know, the Emperor Valley Zoo is right there, and the kind of animals that can get riled up in there definitely is not a good thing, right? So, relocating and doing fireworks in somewhere that is a little safer, far off from where much fewer animals can be, disturbed or harmed.
And it was just so funny because we were having this conversation last week, and I was like,
it's almost like you all brought this on the nation because some of you all definitely had some comments about our current administration and their their lack of attendance to these events. And
yeah, and I remember
lo and behold,
one of the members was saying that you know, he mentioned it. He said that if we show that they're gonna have an independence because she's not gonna be there, you know, our prime minister is not gonna be there, and we were like, nah, that wouldn't be. And then, you know, another member would have reminded us of the history for the last couple of years, well, that they were never in attendance. They were in opposition at that time, and saying that, you know, they don't have any interest. They're not interested in independence.
And then lo and behold,
yeah, but you know what made it worse is that, you know, I played a video of what was happening in Tobago, and I was saying, you know, we should be sharing positivity, and I asked our members to send us positive videos as we're going to celebrate independence. And then, boom, our government decided that they are going to not have an independence celebration this year. It's going to be a year of prayers and reflection. And that sounds to me like deja vu, because it's like I've heard so many prayers and reflection. But here the thing, when our commissioner of police, our previous commissioner of police, Miss Erla, had addressed the nation and told us that in a similar fashion, and said that's what we need to pray.
People said she was talking
about crime and whatever. What?
Yeah, they said she was talking. I remember the vitriol, or they responded to her with
hit for 6.
Look, go on for me now, girl.
Yeah, Erla was shh. You're talking.
What God doing here? all kind of thing. I see all you hit that woman with.
Even one of our previous prime minister, Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley, he would have also issued a day. I remember some day in the past. It wasn't
some day of reflection, right?
Yeah, prayer and reflection,
yeah.
and so forth. And he even got a tongue lashing as well, right? So I am not surprised that this administration will get a tongue lashing, because not everybody's going to be happy. Even though that it seems, and from what they're saying nowadays, that, you know, people are tolerating a lot.
I'm not going to lie to you, especially given some of the responses we were getting when we were asking for this positivity last week. It had plenty people who letting their sourness show on this issue.
Right.
They say, right, it good, no parade, cancel carnival next. All kind of comments I see. Right?
Yeah, because I saw persons even started to say things like they hope that Diwali, that there's no fireworks for Diwali as well. Would we consider bamboo as something that will disturb animals as well?
I mean,
have you ever taken part in the bursting of bamboo?
No, I've heard it many a times.
Now,
and it is
over the years, people have gotten very they how to put it? Let me just say, like, they upgrade from the bamboo. Some persons take metal pipes and make it into like a bamboo, so it sounds even louder.
Right.
So some persons don't even bother to go to pick a bamboo and go to the process. They just bring out their pipe and put the kerosene, blah blah blah, and yeah, it sounds just like bamboo but just louder. So is it that we're gonna have? Is it that they're gonna ban that aspect of it too, the bursting of bamboos and so forth? Because that was another question that was raised.
Yeah.
If it is that we're doing it for independence, should we do it for any other cultural events and so forth? The ban of fireworks, or probably have a day of prayers and reflection. And a lot of persons also were commenting on this thing that our commissioner of police would have said that the threat was neutralized.
Right.
And even though that was out in the public domain, they came afterwards now and they said that apparently there's still a threat. And the thing is that when we heard about the state of emergency, initially it was said that the commissioner of police was the person who initiated this. Who said that there were certain threats. So if it is that he was the person who went to the government and said, listen, we need a SOE because of this and that, and he's now the person who's saying that it was neutralized, then how could the government be the person saying that it's not neutralized and this is the reason why they're going to do X, Y, and Z? So is it that the commissioner is is no longer the person who is literally given the information as to the aspect of where we are with
or
this
is it that he doesn't even have all the information at his disposal to properly address the facts that are going on?
A bit confusing, but a lot obviously is out there now, and it just makes one wonder what is really the reason behind us not celebrating independence. Some are even saying, you know, a lot of persons are kind of making it sound like it's not anything. This independence thing, you know, is just some police jeep and some army jeep and some people marching. What is the sense of that?
Is them kind of people I just wish I could throw a brick at, because y'all is the same kind of people I've been talking about this entire month, who y'all really don't love this country. Y'all do not love Trinidad and Tobago. I keep advocating that this is still, for all of its flaws, one of the greatest places in the world. And y'all who born and grow here, as people like to say, can't even spare a positive thought for the place y'all live in. And then you want to wonder why things don't change around here, because of sour people like all you, who can't just for once put your bias aside, put differences aside, and proudly say, I am from Trinidad and Tobago. You're ashamed of this place. And all you just get me very upset. But we have the bills to pay, so I will be ready to all you when I come back.
So we're going to pay some bills, and then after we're going to come back with more. You guys keep it locked to the Street 919 FM. We're going to open the lines in the next hour and obviously continue our conversation, yeah? Keep it locked.
Join the winning team with Pastor Alkaline John every Wednesday from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. and every Thursday night from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Live on the Street 919 FM as he talks about LaVive, the power of 5 fruits, one of the most powerful antioxidant supplements on the market today. The 5 superfruits in LaVive are mangosteen, acai, pomegranate, goji, and nuni. These fruits have a positive and profound impact on human health, performance, and disease. Join him as he gives live testimonials of the LaVive healing powers. To get more information, you can contact Pastor Alkaline John at 516-286-7079, or you can visit his webpage at www.alkalinejohn.com. Remember, every Wednesday from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. and every Thursday night from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. live on the Street 919 FM. Attention business owners. Are you looking to reach a vast audience and boost your brand's visibility? Then look no further. The Street 919 FM is here to help you shine. With over 170,000 followers on our social media platforms, our radio station is the perfect platform to showcase your products and services. Join us and let your message be heard by thousands of eager listeners. Contact us now to learn more about our affordable advertising packages. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to connect with your target audience. Advertise with the Street 919 FM today. For more information, call 399-5959 or 384-2232.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Ikaro, I am Alatumishe Ifabamishe Aganki, better known as MC Duke. And
every Monday between the hours of 9 p.m. to midnight,
I host a show called Orisha, The Way of Life, right here on the Street 919 FM, where I have guests passing through from the Orisha Ifa Baptist Diaspora to educate, edify, and inform you, the listening public, about Orisha Ifa practices. So remember to tune in
every Monday between the hours of 9 p.m. to midnight
for Orisha, The Way of Life.
The island is buzzing with news of big savings at Sharon's Bookstore, as our back-to-school sale is now happening at all 3 of our locations. We have great deals on everything you need, from school books, sneakers, backpacks, uniforms, stationery, and accessories to so much more. Whether your little one is starting kindergarten, heading to primary, secondary, or private school, or even taking theory, we've got you covered here at Sharon's. So why wait? Come on down and let us help you get ready for school. Our friendly team is waiting for you now at our locations on the Eastern Main Road in San Juan, the Eastern Main Road in Tunapuna, and on levels 1 and 2 of Trincity Mall in Trincity. Sharon's Bookstore is proud to be your local one. Stop shop for all things back to school, helping you with style, savings, and everything school-related all under one roof.
Get hot this summer. Oh no, we mean H-U-T, as in hot days mean hot deals with Pizza Hut. Go bigger with 2 large pizzas, family breadsticks, and cinnamon rolls for just $290. All your favorite pizzas with all the toppings you love all summer long. So head to the Hut and get your hot deals while this offer is super hot. Pizza Hut, now that's delivering.
Light up your weekends at Vibes Nightclub, Tobago's hottest spot. 3 epic nights of music and energy await every Thursday. Karaoke Thursdays. Kick off at 8 p.m. with free entry. Grab the mic, unleash your inner star, and sing all night. Beers on special for $10, 2 Campari for $25, and giveaways for the best singers. Every Friday, Limers Fridays. Kick off at 8 p.m. with free entry. Vibes with your crew and enjoy beers on special for $10, 2 Campari for $25, and 2 White Oak for $25. Every Saturday, Raw Saturdays. Everything goes, nothing but good vibes. Free entry and an all-star DJ cast to bring the vibes. Vibes Nightclub is where Tobago shines. Join us Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for music, fun, and unforgettable nights. Don't miss out. Your weekend starts at Vibes.
Are you tired of scratching the surface? Do you want to understand the real forces shaping Trinidad and Tobago? From the delicate dance of our energy sector on the global stage, to the geopolitical shadows behind the crime affecting our streets, we dig deeper. The third umpire goes beyond the headlines. We connect the dots between local challenges and the international currents that truly impact your life, your wallet, your security. Join Stephen Matheson, Selvin Mitchell, and Ronaldo Rollux, 3 employment law and human resource management consulting professionals, as they unpack the complexities, analyze the power plays, and reveal the often hidden realities. Understand the game. Understand your role in it. The third umpire, critically analyzing Trinidad and Tobago's economic and political realities on how they affect your daily lives. Tune in Monday to Friday at 4 p.m. on The Street 919 FM. Don't just listen to the news. Understand it.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282 or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
Hi, I'm Valentine Garcia.
And I'm Nikki Garcia.
Please join us on the Final Hour broadcast every Thursday at 9 a.m. on The Street 919 FM radio.
Every week we will journey into the amazing Word of God. So please join us.
See you then.
Young people of our nation, ignite your wellness journey with Nature's Touch Youth Health Caravan with Princess Omega and Associates. Prevent ill health today and reap the benefit of good health tomorrow. Join us every second and fourth Saturday of each month at 9:25 a.m. to 9:55 a.m., where we bring to you innovative health solutions. Invest in yourself today by ensuring that you're enjoying optimum health. We are located at number 3, 7th Avenue North via the Eastern Main Road, Barataria. For further information, please call or WhatsApp us at 868-310-8671 or 364-4464. Remember, at Nature's Touch, your health is our priority.
Tune in to The Street 919 FM every Friday from 9:15 a.m.
to 9:45 a.m. with Kingdom Health Services, situated at number 125 to 186 Eastern Main Road in Tunapuna. For the program, Health and Healing, merging the old with the new, with Mr. Brent Diet. For more information, call 318-7471 or 484-0141 or 360-4100. It's all about Kingdom Health Services on the street, 919 FM.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
All rise, all rise. The Street Council is now in session on the Street 919 FM. Your speakers of the House, Anderson and Hashim.
Now the election back and I'll die away. In short, this is what I have to say. Let us forget fights and grudges and concentrate. Come, let us sit and try to relate. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come, let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come, my brother, come, my sister, and let us build a nation together. Oh, yeah. Remember, the key to success is working hard. For our country we must have regard. Forget all your differences, let we start to build. And onward to progress we surely will. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come, let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come, my brother, come, my sister, and let us build a nation together. So much of things that we need to see about. Surely I do have to spell them out. Cause you know as well as I do, the only way is put in more effort and less play. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come, let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come, my brother, come, my sister, and let us build a nation together. This also goes for every Trinbagonian who going to live in a foreign land. Now is the time to come home and do something.
Get interactive with us. Call now and be part of the show. Don't miss out. Dial 466-5391 or 342-0081 and join the conversation today. The Street 919 FM, where your opinion matters.
Members, we invite you to be a part of the conversation. Please be mindful and remember our house rules. Be respectful. Keep your contribution under 3 minutes. This house is open to everyone.
Now the election back and I'll die away. In short, this is what I have to say. Let us forget fights and grudges and concentrate. Come, let us sit and try to relate. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come, let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come, my brother, come, my sister, and let us build a nation together. Oh, yeah. Remember, the key to success is working hard. For our country, we must have regard.
Good afternoon once again to all our members. Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. We are back. The Street Council is in session. Your speakers of the House, Anderson and Hashima, taking you guys straight to 4 p.m. today. Now, members, don't forget this CPL season, Chase the Crunch with KFC. Yeah, KFC has their KFC's Boundary Buckets. 6 juicy pieces of chicken, 4 crispy tenders, and 4 mouth-watering sides for just $139.95. It's an app-exclusive offer, so pad up, download the KFC TT app, and order yours today. KFC is finger-licking good.
And for those of you preparing to send your little ones and your youths them, you know, back to school and to restart the horrible traffic in the morning, make sure your children them have all the supplies that they need to get to school. And you know who can help you with that? Our good friends at Charan's Bookstore. Yeah, their back to school sale is happening right now at all 3 of their locations. You can get great deals on everything you need, from school books, sneakers, backpacks, uniforms, stationery, accessories, and so much more. Whether your little one is heading to kindergarten, heading to primary school, secondary, private school, or even taking theory, whatever you're looking for, they got you covered over at Charan's. So come on down, let them help you get ready for school at all 3 of their locations: Eastern Main Road, Sawa, Eastern Main Road, Tunapuna, and levels 1 and 2 of Trin City Mall. Charan's Bookstore, proud to be your local one-stop shop for all things back to school. They're there to help you with style, savings, and everything school-related, all under one roof.
Let me say good afternoon, good out to Dr. Wakanda. Good afternoon, sir. Hope that you're having a good one.
Big up to our YouTube listeners. I'm not sure if y'all are making comments about the topic because I feel like you have just been going back and forth with each other. But big up to you and your role-playing relationships nonetheless. Miss Harima, Caribbean Soul, Patricia, good afternoon to you as well. There's a weird thruple thing going on with the three of y'all in there, but I am not here to judge.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Share the live. Tell a friend to tell a friend that the Street Council is on.
Do something.
Yeah, I had a girlfriend already. You see me? Let me don't read in too much.
Yeah, I tell you, don't leave them and their role play, okay? They have a thing going on in there, and that does spark their relationship outside of the council. I'm not here to scrutinize or judge. Just lead them to their devices, please. Thank you.
So yeah, back to our conversation. We are discussing, what is happening in relations to Independence celebration. Well, there's no celebration.
There is none.
At least this year. Let's not hold it against them.
I am not.
They may just be something else next year. We're not sure.
I am doing my best not to hold it against this administration for the decision that they have made, even if I may not personally agree with it.
Right.
My true gripe comes with the comments from citizens, specific citizens, that just really show how they truly feel about this country, and it really boils my blood every single time, because no place in the world is perfect, even places where you think everything runs incredibly smoothly. In Singapore, you can probably lick the sidewalk without getting sick because of how clean and how they enforce those laws over there. If you so much as spit on the ground, you will get locked up, and I'm sorry, no place in this world is perfect. But to hear the way some of y'all speak about this country, you would really think, oh, you hate being from here. And it really gets me going a lot, because this is one of my favorite places in the world, and people be like, ugh, why you like Trinidad? Why don't you like Trinidad? That's the better question. If me, who didn't born and grow here, somehow you like to say, can count Trinidad as among my favorite places in the entire world, why can't you? Why can't you? I understand there is crime here. I understand there is corruption here. You know where else there's crime and corruption? America. You know where else there's racism? America. But I know that there are not groups of armed forces breaking into people's homes here to deport them out of this country, even though they were born and grew there. Yet. I sincerely hope that does not come to that. I know for a fact that there are no places in this country that are bombed on a daily basis, where I can walk with my head high, knowing that I don't have to look up in the sky for any drones dropping nuclear weapons on my city. I can say that for a fact.
As we speak, Ukraine is actually under fire again, as Russia would have attacked them once again, injuring a lot of persons would have been injured based on that. So when you really look at it, we have a lot to be thankful for, and a lot and a lot to celebrate in the aspect of independence, as thankfully that we don't have to deal with some of these things that other countries have to deal with.
But some of y'all feel that out here has to be perfect in order to celebrate here. What kind of nonsense is that? There is nothing in this world that is perfect. Nothing. But independence, at the very least, is a reminder that this country does not answer to any outside or foreign powers, in the sense that our taxes do not go to some big quote-unquote first world country right? That our governance is not adhered to be answered to by some outside power, right? When countries in the Caribbean were turning independent, the British monarchy, who ruled over most of them, you know what they did? You know what Queen Elizabeth did? Yes, you were able to form your own independence, but you know what those countries ended up becoming part of? Something called the Commonwealth, right? Where essentially the Queen of England, or in this case now the King, is still the figurative head of state. And even though he does not oversee elections or partake in most things, though leaders of those countries he still has access to them, right? They can still have open discussions that still dictate in some way, shape, or form the progress of those countries. When politicians are elected to seats of power in those said countries, they still have to take a pledge that involves swearing to the British monarchy as a formality. Trinidad and Tobago does not have that. Trinidad and Tobago is fully independent of any of those things. That alone is something to be proud of. But no, there's so many of you all out there that just mentioning Trinidad and Tobago, you just screw up your face as if you're just ashamed to be from here. And y'all disgust me to a degree that I wish I could fully express on national radio, but my tongue has to be bit in a little bit. And I've been saying this for several weeks now, since August began. Right? You want to know why people recognize Jamaica? Because Jamaicans, no matter what, will proudly represent Jamaica no matter what is going on. And I know for a fact they have a lot of political corruption. You know for a fact Jamaica has a lot of crime. There are so many criminal stories that come out of Jamaica, right? Just in the past 20 years, you know that music shaped the violence that shaped Jamaica. Back when Vibes Cartel and people like Movado represented the ghettos that they came from so vehemently that it literally sparked gang wars in the streets of Kingston. But you would never hear Jamaicans talk bad about their country. I've yet to hear a Jamaican say anything ill about the land that they're from. We can't say the same, and that's very disappointing.
And their crime rate versus us,
it's not that far off. It's not that far off.
But they have still been able to have all their celebrations, and I mean, since and again, I want to go back a bit since the SOE. I haven't, and I might just be probably just not one that is being targeted, right? Because apparently this threat has been targeted more to those high ranking
and that's
officials.
And that's my thing. The reason for the cancellation of this parade is because they still believe that there is threat to the high ranking officials in this nation, right? So this is more a safety precaution for them than it is for the average citizen. And I'm not saying that is not justified. What I am asking is that why does the safety of them have to come at the deprivation of our patriotism? If you truly insist that your security is at risk, we live in the 21st century, right? Are you incapable of making statements virtually? Can the parade still not happen under the watchful eye of our Homeland Security Minister? We can give him a break from penance in the back of the class for Independence Day. We're not heartless over here, right? And you cannot in the ceremonies that are scheduled for Independence Day, can you not send virtual statements to the nation from wherever you are?
What I think from what persons were saying too is that, you know, based on our independence celebration, you know, part of it would be that the Prime Minister would normally go behind on top of a vehicle and would obviously you know, wave
to the citizens and
whatever.
yeah, okay.
Also, I think sometimes today there's something else that the Prime Minister does as well. I think is they would inspect the different
factions, the police, the fire service, and defense force. And
what they're saying is that based on our current administration, based on our Prime Minister at the moment, that she has been very much absent at certain events and so forth, and a lot of persons have raised concerns that, you know, her health, you know, if she's capable of being able to host events, even like because Independence Day, you're talking about everything is there. Everything is out there. The Sahara dust, the sun, name it,
the
everything,
elements.
all the elements.
Have bad colds and viruses going around here.
Correct.
You know, we just got back our engine room guy.
So, you know, persons were saying probably, you know, the cancellation is also part of that. That they believe that the Honorable Prime Minister cannot handle it. She's not fit. She is not at, you know, her health is not, you know, where it should be to probably handle a situation like that. But whether or not
all of these things aside,
whether or not that is true or not, canceling the entire event does raise some concerns.
It does.
How do we look? How does persons from the outside look who are looking into Trinidad? How does it look? You know, for us, one of my concerns, and this is my opinion, I feel it for the business community who would literally have invested a lot into events like this. By the containers, by the truckloads of getting our national colors and so forth, the red, white, and black, all the flags and all the whistles and all of these different things. Because now, obviously, it's not going to be the same. And a lot of people they've invested a lot for Independence Day, because you would see the street would have been lined off with a lot of persons selling these different stuff,
paraphernalia, selling food, selling all kinds of things.
I mean, the food part, I mean, they cook the food here, so it's okay. But I'm talking about, like, for instance, even the fireworks, right? Now, as much as I would say this is my honest opinion, I do understand that where the animals and so forth, and I think Hashim understands that as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So
I'm not even referring to the fireworks.
I have no
at this
issue with the
point.
fireworks. But what I would say is that a lot of persons do invest a lot too
in those things as well.
In fireworks. And these things will obviously have a shelf life, because, you know, depending on what fireworks it is, if it get cold, it's not going to be effective. So,
and it's unsafe to use.
Some of these persons,
those things will have to be disposed of.
Correct. So some of these persons now will obviously lose that sale, lose that business, and obviously they may also make a loss, because there's no profit coming there.
They most definitely make a loss.
So it is a concern in that department. But aside from the fireworks, as I say, you know, there are a lot of persons who would invest in a lot of other things that happened within Independence.
Right.
So now you're literally taking that away, and most of the persons who will be selling on the side of the street is not the rich businessman.
No, it's not.
It's the grassroots people who trying to make ends meet. There's already so many other things that are happening where the same grassroots people are not being able to earn, because there's corruption or alleged corruption within URP, within CPEP, you name it. And obviously the government has already launched and are doing their investigations to correct these things. So to top it off now, you're taking away that other aspect of it, where there's no parade. So now these persons now, where are they going to earn?
Let's look at it from a different stance as well. You know, the primary stance is that it is a security concern, right? For these top-ranking officials. Are you not feeding into?
Could we not have a panic room, Hashim?
You know, no, but are you not feeding into the fear or confirming their threats? You make it look as if they really are a threat. If you really want to show that you are not afraid of these criminal elements,
no, but
you know,
I think it even go beyond that. I think it looks like we cannot handle it.
You cannot handle it. It makes you look like as a government, just as a people, we cannot handle crime so much so that our people in the highest positions in the land are too afraid to show their faces.
So that's
right, and that's a bad look. I'm not saying they are, but it looks that way.
These persons that apparently are responsible for this threat, which I would consider are in the minority, are they literally holding our entire country to ransom to the point that we cannot have cultural events without having to think that they could literally cause another coup?
See, that is the message that is being sent.
Now, the coup happened
unintentionally.
The coup happened how many years?
35
how many
or 34?
Years ago?
35 or 34 years ago.
And at that particular time, the technology that we have now versus what we would have had then is totally different.
Absolutely.
Even the guns and you name it, right? All aspects of our technology, all aspect of the experience of our officers and so forth. We're supposed to be at a certain point where we should be able to handle threats of this nature. So literally saying that, okay, we should cancel the parade, which is something that a lot of persons, I remember growing up, there was it wasn't a year that my aunts and so forth would not hire a maxi that the entire family goes to watch the parade. And I mean, it's from children to adults all partake in this, and over the years it has become so much more, you see so much more fanfare in it, you know, where persons would literally wait for the fire truck to release a little bit of water, and you would normally hear IWER George in the back, the people want water, you know, and everybody is in, you know, they're celebrating, and then the colors, the red, white, and black. And anything that brings us together, I am always welcome into it, and I'm always happy to see it. Whether I am physically there or just seeing visuals, it brings joy to my heart. And I believe a lot of other citizens would feel the same way. I remember that, you know, during the pandemic, obviously we wouldn't have had
you know, they have used that as precedent for not having the parade, but this is
that is a different though.
Entirely different set of circumstances.
Yeah,
a global pandemic where no one was even supposed to be outside. In instances like that, obviously we can understand, right? But we are no longer in those circumstances. We are in a circumstance where you believe that the national security is at risk, and canceling the parade to the point where it literally looks like we cannot even go outside to celebrate patriotism as a nation. That is what it looks like. Haiti has been under siege in Port-au-Prince for months on end, and I've still not heard them canceling anything remotely similar to that. And for those of you who want to be like, oh, ranking Trinidad, you know, higher than Jamaica on the crime list, imagine where Haiti is on that list. I still don't hear them canceling anything. So enlighten me, please.
Well, I think you were responding to Seoul.
Yeah, because where we are on the list and where Jamaica is on the list does it really matter at this point? There is crime and corruption everywhere. When there are parades in America, you know, the president has to show up, you know what happens? Security protocol is established. There's security around him for miles to ensure public safety.
And what I've mentioned even before,
we can't do the same here.
What I've mentioned even before is that, you know, the stories have been so contradicting because, again, the commissioner would have said the threat was neutralized, then the government came after and said no. And this is the reason why they are.
So now you're making the current commissioner look like he doesn't have all the facts. Or do you know something that we do not? And again, how is that? Is that affecting?
But again,
the few at the top, or is it affecting each and every one of us?
The commissioner of police was the one that asked for the state of emergency. So
right.
he should be the one who have all the facts.
Should be.
So if he is telling us that it was neutralized, then how could someone else who did not initiate this come to tell us that it's not? So that's why I'm saying it's very conflicting, very confusing, and it is concerning, very much concerning that for this year, after all the different things that have been happening throughout Trinidad, because apparently, I mean, during this SOE here, as much as they would come in front of the media and the commissioner of police or the Ministry of National Security and say that how, you know, the statistics is saying that crime is on the decline, right? But every day when you open the newspapers and you look, you're seeing the kind of crimes that are happening daily. And to me, some of it is even sounding like it's super cruel. Like, persons are literally going out of their minds now. Like, some of them, I don't know what they're smoking, what they're drinking. I don't want any of it though.
No.
But the things that they are doing, it's literally crazy. And during this SOE, I honestly don't feel like I'm in a SOE because like the only people who are being protected here right now, or are the main concerns, are the persons who have minister in front of the name.
And the only visible sense of protocol or security I am seeing as it pertains to the public is closing bars and clubs early in certain parts of the country. That is it.
If this was the intention, my thing is, shouldn't it have been announced earlier? Like, couldn't they have given way earlier notice to kind of
cancellation of the parade?
I mean, at least of businesses and so forth, and persons who literally take a lot of interest with and persons who literally coordinate to make sure that Independence Day celebration goes off perfectly. Like, for instance, I'm sure that the military, the police service, they would have been practicing
for months
now.
You know,
I don't think it's like 2 weeks before they would start practicing.
No.
And persons would have already started to put the uniform in order, if they carry by the laundry, pay whatever services, blah blah blah. And I think that my thing is, I think it should have been announced earlier
if they knew that this is what they were going to do.
Yeah.
Because this is the 11th hour. Independence Day is what, 2 weeks away? If so much. 2 weeks away. Yeah. And now you've just kind of inconvenienced a huge sect of people in this country.
And they just have a lot of things that is be swept under the mat. Things that decisions that has happened that we don't even know about until months, sometimes years after. I would have given the people who literally are responsible for bringing in fireworks, because you have to have permits to be able to bring in those things. I'd have given them that information early. Tell them, yo,
this is what's going on.
Pal, you see that container you want to bring in there with that?
Don't bother.
Don't bother with that this year.
Hold your cash for something else.
Hold a string, because it makes no sense that you bring that right now, because
they're gonna just go to waste.
You and not only them. What about persons who literally bring in clothing? The little nice red pom-pom shorts and white pom-pom shorts that the ladies love to put on a Independence Day. No, I mean, I'll blouse, you know, because you know they love to dress.
Yeah, but even just the yearly independent shirts that would come out, you know.
I think that the information should have been put out even earlier, right? Because at least it would have given persons a little more time to really be able to accept this and to not go out there and spend money, because some of these small business owners would have gone to these wholesalers and purchased stuff to be able to resell. So now they're going to have these things just pack up there, because persons are not going to spend the same. Let's be real. If I know I'm not going to line the street, to wave no flag, to see no fire truck and police and coast guard and whatever, why would I go to buy a brand new jeans? Why going to buy a brand new pom-pom shorts? That is not going to happen, right? And again, I am no way against whatever decision that the government make. At the end of the day, they are in charge and they're setting the rules. We are just here literally suggesting and asking the questions.
We have to live with their decisions.
Yeah. And one thing I know for sure is that where the fireworks is concerned, I will repeat it again, no issue there.
As much as I love fireworks, I understand where that particular ban is coming from.
That could have been cancelled, Hashim. I have no issue with that. But also I would like to hear it's cancelled and we are looking for a new location. Right? To remove it from the savannah and place it somewhere else. And as we suggested,
less detriment to,
as we suggested, put it on the sea. Put it somewhere in the water, Shagaramas. Put it Manzalina if you so wish.
Put it on the North Coast.
You know, the North Coast is not a bad idea too, you know.
Not a bad idea at all. Not a bad idea at all.
It's not a bad idea at all. Yeah. So there are options that they have in that department. But the entire cancellation of the parade, yeah boy.
It really just has shown the lack of patriotism that exists in this country. Not as in part, yes, from the ministers and officials, but mostly from you, the citizens.
But you
the ones who vehemently using this as a means to drag your country to the mud.
But as I said last week too, we have really lost our way when coming to independence. Persons, though, I don't know, persons are very much no longer interested in the celebration. And that was confirmed after this release came out, because rightfully, as you said, some of the comments, some of the things that persons would say, you would believe that they are not from Trinidad at all. You believe that they didn't even grow up on knowing these things and these celebrations and so forth.
I would never believe you bathed by a standpipe before, or went to a river line, went to a cricket match, seen steel pan knock. I would never believe you hold a doubles in your hand before. The way some of y'all talk so vitriolically, I don't think that's a word, but about Trinidad and Tobago. And quite frankly, y'all who do that make me sick. I'm sorry, not sorry. You have calls?
No, let me see if we could squeeze in some calls, because the lines were ringing earlier. 342-0081 4665-391, and you guys could also send your WhatsApp messages as well. Send your voice notes.
Still have a post to read, but I'm gonna save it till the end of the hour. So yeah, y'all definitely call in and
share your views.
Share your views and state your cases.
Let's know where you are. You know what you think. You know, just as the opposition would have put out a statement as well, the opposition leader herself, Ms. Beckles, pleading with the government to reconsider the cancellation of the parade. And there are different persons, you know, with a lot of different opinions as well, who would have also shared their views, saying that, you know, yes, they should reconsider. Others saying, you know, it's about time that they just stop that, cancel that, you know, because of the amount of money that it is spent. and we don't see it, blah blah blah. There's a lot of other things that I could say that they just do, and we don't see the value in it. And a lot of billions of dollars, and we still don't see the value in it. So that conversation could go on and on and on.
From the money that they said they're saving by not having this parade. Okay. Compared to the billions that have been spent, I don't care who was in charge at the time. 2.6 mil. That money is not being saved. It's going towards something else.
But you know, if you ask the question as to how much money has been spent over the years behind these things, you know what's the first thing they might do, Hashim? They might want to hire a board. Put a board together to investigate and to come up with how many figures and blah blah blah. And guess what? You have to pay that board, right? And paying that board alone. I think this hey, hi, good afternoon, remember, welcome.
Good afternoon, guys.
Good afternoon.
One time.
Well, different folks, different strokes. I believe the government on their chair know what they are doing, and I come to the decision. Suppose something really happened by another day, what we go say by? So the city government decision, I go in with it.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I go with the government decision, my friend. I believe she really trying to put a dent on crime, looking at it from the four corners.
That's a good that's a good way to look at it too.
Yes, I looking at it that way. Suppose something really happened a day before, a day after, or actually on that day, what we go say by?
The conversation might be different.
Might be different.
Yeah, we go look at it different. For the moment, looked on.
All right. Thank you so much, member. Thank you.
Thank you.
You know what? I think you know that it really and truly. Let's just say that they decided that they would have the parade, and as one time said our member,
and for whatever reason or for under some circumstances
transpire,
the security of someone was compromised, like they fear. Right. Well, I mean that I just round back to the question I asked earlier. Like, if your security is what is really concerning, is it that we cannot alter the parade and the usual protocols that happen? You know, if the PM cannot come in and address and inspect the different factions or whatever of the parade, is it not possible for these people to simply make statements from safe and secure locations, send virtual statements that can be played in a specific ceremony to the nation? I don't think anybody would object to that at all, you know, given the state of the reasons that you want to, you know, remain secure.
Couldn't we also probably what about reducing the amount of persons that partake in the different departments? Could we not reduce the number of them that probably would be marching and use them to be able to heighten the security aspect around it? Make sure that they probably are armed and so forth, and they're doing surveillance. Could that not be an option?
Right.
Because, you know, just like America, country that we love to copy from, they always have that message out there that they don't take threats from anybody.
Right.
Right. That is
we don't negotiate with terrorists.
We don't negotiate with terrorists and etc. So then, what are we doing in Trinidad here when we are given those bad apples
justification for the
upper hand?
Yeah. It's almost as if proving to them that, okay, yeah, you are that much of a threat that we are going to hide in our houses on August 31st.
Because on a campaign trail too, I could remember somebody saying, we're not going to be doing things like that. We will be knocking it again. Hi, good afternoon, member.
I want to ask a question here. There's a threat, as far as I hold, right?
Yes.
To who? The country, the security service, the parliamentarians, or to everybody?
Based on what we were told is that it was the threat was to high-ranking officials, like for instance the DPP and I guess the Minister of National Security.
Hold on, just a minute. But Guevara said that threat was averted.
Yeah, it was neutralized based on the information that was given out.
This threat here is a fresh one.
Well,
doesn't seem to be. It seems to be that it's not as neutralized as Guevara originally stated.
Here what happening? Based on what I hear in here, everybody in the country on EVN. You know that?
I think the police probably still working with copybook and pen, and the government working on iPad.
Hold on. Everybody in the country almost is on EV. Don't limit this to no police and if we on that threat here, so you normal with all happening? Answer me. You don't have family in the judiciary and in politics and in friends and things?
Yes.
This is a serious affair.
Yeah.
This business here going on here, that's why I ask you, is the country on that threat? Or the politicians alone, the judicial officers? Who?
Well, at this moment, based on the information that is out there, they are saying is probably still high-ranking officials, but
because they have not mentioned anything about security for national security in the public, you know.
But to cancel a cultural event like this, an event that means so much to Trinidad and Tobago,
this is what I am saying.
It has to be that it is more than just those officials. It have to be that a lot of
but they have not said. But they have not said such.
Hello, and that is what we're not hearing. We don't want no such details. Just tell us that the country is on that threat.
But they have not said that. That is my issue.
They're saying that. And all these people, most of these people who on that threat, they have the security detail. Excuse me, later.
All right, thank you so much, member, for your contribution.
They're not saying the country is under threat. They're saying individuals are under threat.
Correct.
High-ranking individuals, granted, but not the entire public.
And I mean,
so the needs of the
scores of persons that normally come out on Independence Day to watch this parade. So could it really be that?
No. But the relevance of the few is more important than the relevance of the many.
Probably that threat affects us all, Hashim.
Then say that. Because all I am hearing is...
Remember our Homeland Security Minister stated that, you know, some information is not good to share with the population because it may just make the criminals more wise. You know, that's part of what they said. They wasn't going to share much information, based on the SOE. And where they have reached and all of these different things. They say that how... You know, they didn't want the information to get back to the known criminals, the alleged criminals.
And you think
the alleged persons who are plotting against
Trinidad. And you think it's not gonna get back to them anyway? All this does is gas them up to be like, yeah, I's a bad man for real. If the government canceling parade because of me, I's a real bad man. Can't tell me nothing. The security minister can't even come out the place because he's afraid of me. That's what I'm hearing here.
What's the reason for a police station? Instead of to just house police, and that's what the Homeland Minister said. What's the reason? What's the reason for a lot of things? What's the reason that we celebrate independence? Not because we're supposed to be independent, we are not controlled or ruled or
by fear, by foreign powers, or by anything else.
No, but we are controlled and ruled.
Clearly.
By a minority.
Yeah. So a minority has literally said to the government, made the government say, we are too afraid to come outside of our doors. And so in order to save ourselves, we are also going to take away the patriotic rights of the public.
Because I'm sure, as I said, a country that we tend to copy from have a lot of threats against them.
A lot.
A lot.
You think Trump afraid of any of them?
But guess what? They have all sorts of events across there, and it does. They still have it.
And no matter who get, you know how much people in America don't like Trump? You think Trump care if he get boo? He's still the president.
I think the last time I could think of anything that was really, really heartbreaking that happened in America was 9/11. Besides, after that, I mean, yes, they have all sorts of other things that happened.
Of course.
I mean, children who went in schools and had massacre and all of these different things, right?
Black
who went in mall and blah, blah, blah. Who put
college
knee on person's neck and you name it. But what a small country like ours, we can't put nothing in place. Take any other preventative measures than canceling the entire event completely.
Before we go to the break, I want to read this comment that I've been seeing. This came from a woman named Shada Satram on one of the media columns, and I found it very, very profound. Y'all allow me for a minute. Independence Day is not just another date on the calendar. It is the one day where, no matter our differences, we rally under a single flag. Families line the streets before sunrise, children wave their flags with pride, and our armed forces parade as a living reminder of the strength and sacrifice that built our nation. This year, the government has chosen to replace that celebration with a National Day of Prayer and Reflection. Prayer and reflection are important, but they can happen on any other day of the year. Independence Day belongs to every citizen. It is the day we mark our freedom, our identity, and our unity. At a time when our country is deeply divided, we should be holding on to the traditions that bring us together, not taking them away. We cannot afford to let the symbols of our nationhood fade. In my humble opinion, Trinidad and Tobago's independence is worth celebrating in full view, with pride and togetherness. We can't afford to lose the things that remind us that we are one people. Not now, not ever. And if you can't agree with something like that, you might as well just clip up your passport and go somewhere else. Sorry, not sorry.
Clip it? No. Buy a one-way ticket.
And go from here.
We're going to pay some bills and then we're going to come back in our last and final hour. What is not a crime but should be considered a crime? You guys keep it locked to the Street 919 FM.
You've got bills to pay. And so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM.
This is the voice of Tuesday, Seventh-day Adventist. We are preaching Emergency Alert broadcast, which is from the Tuesday, Seventh-day Adventist Church. We will be featuring voices of brethren from different parts of the world, preaching the gospel, preaching prophecy as it relates to current events and the ending of the world. Listen to us on 91.9 FM every Sunday from 9:05 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Sundays. May God bless you as you learn the truth. In Jesus' name, amen.
Are you searching for answers to life's questions? Those things that disturb and concern you the most? Why all the wickedness? Why the suffering in the world? Will it end? Who is responsible? Well, if so, join us right here on The Street 91.9 FM every Sunday from 5 to 6 p.m. with Brother Samuel Gooding and Roland White, where we open the Bible and find answers to all these things and more. For it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God.
Are you tired of scratching the surface? Do you want to understand the real forces shaping Trinidad and Tobago? From the delicate dance of our energy sector on the global stage, to the geopolitical shadows behind the crime affecting our streets. We dig deeper. The third umpire goes beyond the headlines. We connect the dots between local challenges and the international currents that truly impact your life, your wallet, your security. Join Stephen Matheson, Selvin Mitchell, and Ronaldo Rollux, 3 employment law and human resource management consulting professionals, as they unpack the complexities, analyze the power plays, and reveal the often hidden realities. Understand the game. Understand your role in it. The third umpire, critically analyzing Trinidad and Tobago's economic and political realities on how they affect your daily lives. Tune in Monday to Friday at 4 p.m. on The Street 919 FM. Don't just listen to the news. Understand it.
The #1 bookstore in Trinidad is having the biggest back-to-school sale for the holidays.
Shop at Chairman's Bookstore for the biggest back-to-school sale.
All your kindergarten, preschool,
primary, secondary school,
and tertiary education supplies at ridiculously low prices. Chairman's also carries a wide range of sneakers, socks, t-shirts, vests for girls and boys,
and much more items for school. So don't miss Chairman's back-to-school sale.
Now on Eastern Main Road, San Juan, Tunapuna.
2 locations at Trin City Mall, ground level and first level. We're also open on Sundays from 8 a.m. Check us on Facebook for up-to-date info and promotions. Also, message us for a quick response.
Pinky, my man is a real negotiator. Imagine you got a medium-sized pizza plus 5 breadsticks for under $100 at Pizza Hut. Jessica, you know that the Pizza Hut Java offer is actually that, right? Seriously? So you mean Marcus convinced them to do it for everybody? OMG! Java just got hotter at Pizza Hut. Buy 1 medium pizza and get 5 free breadsticks from any 3 flavors for only $99. Order online for pickup or delivery. But move fast. Offer ends August 31st. Pizza Hut. Now that's delivering. Yeah.
Looking for a preschool for your child? Well, look no further. At Leaping Learners Preschool, we believe that every child deserves a jumpstart to success in a safe and loving environment. We prepare your little ones for primary school while giving them the care and attention they deserve, whether they're 3 or 7 years old. At Leaping Learners Preschool, we cater to children with special needs and provide long hours of care from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. so you can rest easy knowing your child is in good hands. And for our tiniest learners, babies aged 3 months to 2 years, we offer nurturing daycare services to help them grow and thrive. Join the Leaping Learners family today. Find us on Facebook and Instagram at Leaping Learners Preschool or visit our website at leapinglearnerstt.com to learn more. We are located in Barataria. Called 744-1523. That's 744-1523. Your child's future begins with a leap.
Light up your weekends at Vibes Nightclub, Tobago's hottest spot. 3 epic nights of music and energy await every Thursday. Karaoke Thursdays. Kick off at 8 p.m. with free entry. Grab the mic, unleash your inner star, and sing all night. Beers on special for $10, 2 Campari for $25, and giveaways for the best singers. Every Friday, Limers Fridays. Kick off at 8 p.m. with free entry. Vibes with your crew and enjoy beers on special for $10, 2 Campari for $25, and 2 White Oak for $25. Every Saturday, Raw Saturdays. Everything goes, nothing but good vibes. Free entry and an all-star DJ cast to bring the vibes. Vibes Nightclub is where Tobago shines. Join us Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for music, fun, and unforgettable nights. Don't miss out. Your weekend starts at Vibes.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282 or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
Blessings in the wonderful name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. You are invited to listen to the Final Hour broadcast heard every Monday from 12 midnight to 5 a.m. in the morning on the Street 919 FM radio. Hear my mom, Pastor Helen Garcia, and myself, Pastor Valentine Garcia Jr., preach the Word of God to the elderly, youth, and children. We can be contacted at 629-0113 or 623-8444. The church is located at 26 Prince Street in Port of Spain. We look forward to you joining us. God bless you.
As my life I lay it on
on the altar as my life.
The Gap Man Limited specializes in products that cater to all your health needs. The Male Enhancement Package targets the areas of the body that contribute to erectile dysfunction. The Male Enhancement costs $1,400. The Gap pills are priced at 250 pills for $500 and 500 pills for just $900. For the best in eye care, get the super combination of a Super Bright and the Body Healer. To improve the heart's function and circulation, get the Gap pills and Formula C. To get a total body cleanse daily, use the Gap Body Healer and Big C, all for a super low price of $1,300. To order your products from the Gap Man Limited, call 628-4531 for products that cater to all your health needs.
For more info, contact 476-7268.
Planning your Tobago getaway? Choose the highest Google-rated car rental company on the island, O'Neill Auto Rentals Tobago. Located just minutes from the A&R Robinson International Airport, at O'Neill, we pride ourselves on being the most tech-savvy car rental company in Tobago. Our process is 100% digital. No paperwork, no long lines. From easy pickup to seamless returns, renting a car in Tobago has never been simpler. WhatsApp us now at 1-868-361-1042 to book your vehicle. Don't forget to mention promo code RADIO2 to receive a 5% discount on your rental. Send a WhatsApp message to 1-868-361-1042 today. That's 1-868-361-1042. O'Neill Auto Rentals Tobago, the easiest, most reliable car rental experience on the island.
Vehicle availability is subject to change. Driver must be at least 25 years old and have a valid driver's license to book. For more information, visit www.rentalcartobago.com.
The presence of oxygen is absolutely the absence of disease. Most chronic diseases that plague us are not happening to us, but is happening within us. We're literally eating ourselves to death, which means we're not living longer, we're dying longer. Join fitness expert Aloy Johnson, the founder of the healthiest corner on earth, located at number 92 East Drive, Chamfleur, every Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. live on The Street 919 FM, where he shows you that healing the body's temple is easier than anyone would have led you to believe.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
West are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
All rise, all rise. The Street Council is now in session on the Street 919 FM. Your speakers of the House, Anderson and Hashim.
Now the election back and I'll die away. In short, this is what
6 minutes past the hour of 3 o'clock. All those leaving the office heading to your next destination. Hope that you reach your destination safely. I know that there are. Don't be surprised if there are a bit of traffic here and there. You just can't get away from that, unfortunately. For the ones that are probably close to KFC, download the app. That's first thing. Because it's an exclusive app. It's an exclusive deal, sorry. That is happening. Once you have the app, you can put through that order for a KFC boundary bucket. 6 juicy pieces of chicken, 4 crispy tenders, and 4 of your favorite sides, just for $139.95. And again, it's only on the KFC TT app. So whether you're lineman with the crew or locked in for every over, the best way to take in the action is with KFC. So chase the crunch, show your support for the TKR, of course, and taste that victory. KFC say it's finger licking good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Speaking of finger licking, you can't make good food without having the proper tools in your kitchen. So, hoteliers, restaurateurs, developers, and entrepreneurs, make sure you get all your commercial kitchen equipment needs from Quartz Business Solutions. Enhance your food business with affordable, high-quality commercial kitchen equipment. They offer reliable after-sales support and delivery directly to your business. Plus, get product warranty on commercial kitchen products. Volume pricing also available. Visit them today at Quartz Megastore, Freeport, South Park, Arima, and now Quartz Lowlands, Tobago. Call or WhatsApp them 433-3775. Email them at info@quartzbusinesssolutions.tt and help them keep your business alive. Only with Quartz Business Solutions. Terms and conditions apply. All right, just want to say real quick, happiest birthday going out to my favorite doctor in the wholest, widest world, Dr. Charlene Lewis. I ain't gonna call she age on the national radio. I tried to call her so that I could get a visual reaction, but she says she can't answer the phone right now on video call. So she will have to take this verbal birthday greeting. Know that you're still my favorite. I love you, and I hope that you're having a wonderful day, however you're choosing to celebrate. And from the sounds of it, it looks like celebrations are going very well. So more love to you, and I hope that you see many, many more.
Happy and strong to you. Hashim, what's the meaning of being a patriot? Being patriotic.
We get the proper things.
A strong and better nation, I say, that is the main foundation. So come let us put hand in hand.
To be patriotic means to have love, loyalty, and devotion to one's country. It goes beyond just feeling proud of where you're from. It involves a willingness to support, protect, and uplift your nation and its people. Patriotism is rooted in pride for your homeland, its history, culture, traditions, and values. It's the sense of belonging and identity you draw from being part of your country. It's not just a feeling, but also actions. Respecting national symbols like the flag or the anthem, voting, volunteering, contributing to community building, or even serving in the defense of your country. True patriotism doesn't mean blind loyalty. It can also mean holding leaders accountable, speaking out against injustice, and working toward making the nation better. Loving a country also includes wanting to live up to its highest ideals. Patriotism values solidarity, putting the well-being of the country and its people above selfish gain. It acknowledges that every citizen plays a part in the shaping of the nation's future. In short, it means loving your country enough to celebrate its strengths and work on its weaknesses.
I hope all our members and listeners heard that.
My brother, come my sister, and
soak it in.
Together.
Let's soak in for a while. And then I want you to think about the decisions that was made on Friday. And then tell me exactly how you feel. This is not about blind loyalty, eh? This is not about party. When Trinidad and Tobago became independent, which was in 1962, I am positively sure that the conversation was not surrounded by it's a PNM thing or it's a UNC thing or it's a NTA thing or, you know. And as we, you know, listen to our theme song about building a nation. Boy, 63 years we will be celebrating independence this year. And we would be celebrating it like how some of us that celebrate our birthdays sometimes, with prayers and reflection. Your mother or your father ask you, where you going? Where the pump is? Nah, mommy, I woman.
I never hear my parents ask me what the pump is yet. So.
No, I mean, where you going online? Where you going out?
What you going to do?
What you going to do? Nah, I just staying home today. I ain't feeling to go nowhere. Feel I just, I'm thankful for life, mommy. And I just reflected. Yeah, drinking? No. Water. You're not going outside? No. The threat outside there, mommy. Not me. Not me. Imagine that an event that doesn't even take a whole day work. Right? When you go to work, it's an 8-hour shift, right? Most times, right?
Most times.
Right. A normal working day. Imagine something that doesn't even take 8 hours. We can't protect, boy. We can't come up with a solution, boy. Some kind of... Not even putting it in a little dome or something. Creating a dome around it.
In short, this is what I have.
Because during a pandemic, a lot of things was out and all what we could have done.
Fights and grudges and concentrate. Come, let us sit and try.
What they really say,
Because now, more than ever, we must show.
When you're in it, you start to sing something different, from when you wasn't in it.
To build a strong and better nation. I say, that is the main form.
Just as how some of these people that sign up, as I say, sign up for a job. They accept everything. They say, hey, pay me $1, and this is what you have to do, and blah, blah, blah. And 2-3 days after, they complain, and this money is not enough. They dog work. You didn't know that.
Before you sign up.
You didn't know. Nobody didn't tell you. You didn't read the contract. And I know that sometimes making decisions like these are very difficult ones, because at the end of the day, you can't please everybody. And we know that for a fact.
Oh, yeah.
So there are always going to be people who are literally going to be upset that you went another way than the way that they would have expected you to go.
Forget all your different.
Even some of your blind followers. Don't trust them. Don't trust them at all. Don't trust them at all. At all.
Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production. To build.
I've seen somebody here is asking who has the final answer.
I say,
if it's the president, the prime minister, or the national security minister. I guess in relations to the cancellation of the parade. But I would just tell that member that who called the state of emergency? Who they put the blame on? Not the commissioner of police? Who said neutralize, and then we hearing something different now? Who you gonna call? Who to blame, boy? This is just one big roti shop. One big roti shop.
So much of things that we need to see about.
Nah, she me done.
Done, is it?
Yeah, we don't no more beef. You got stew chicken. You taking that? You taking that? Stew chicken. We don't no more curry.
Stew chicken, you say?
We have no more curry. Curry now done. Yeah. Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
That is the state of the country. You see that thing where you know, City? Who to ask? That is the state we are in. We're in a quandary. We don't know what the hell going on. The Minister of Defense saying one thing, the Commissioner saying one thing, the Minister of Homeland Security saying one thing, the Minister of Justice saying something else, but the Prime Minister she ain't saying nothing. That is the predicament that the damn country is in.
Thank you so much, member, for your contribution. Together. How could we build this nation together when there's so much You want to say something?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, sir. I have said my piece. And I know how much
There's so
else
much
I could tell.
division, boy.
Yeah, I don't know how else I can truly describe the way how some of y'all just sour about Trinidad and Tobago.
Let me get the first one. Let me get the first crime for today.
Yeah, go ahead.
What is considered a crime for me is persons who listen to what the government has decided to do, swallow it, and accept it without thinking. That should be considered a crime.
Oh yeah, blind loyalty is a crime for sure.
Right?
No question. It's because the people that you vote for in it, you accept it without hesitation. Some of y'all going as far as to say we should cancel other things too.
I wonder if they come in the morning and say, you see me? Let me don't say that. Let me don't say that.
You say it. Say it with your whole chest.
Let me don't say that.
Say it with your whole chest.
If they come in the morning and say, we increasing the price of cooking gas by
If they were saying the
$10,
same.
if everybody will just say, well, they had to raise it because 10 years, 9 point something years. The previous administration didn't do nothing, so that's why they had to raise it. So we're not going to do no facts check. We're not going to see the importance of it. We're not nothing
at all. Nothing at all. Because what they do is good now. Everything that they do is good. Not a thing wrong they could do. Blind loyalty should always be a crime.
So we're never going to object. We're never going to say, well, we understand what you want to do, but could we have a suggestion? Could we suggest that, okay, you're taking away this. Could we at least still have this one? We're just going to say, well, that's what they want to do. Let them do it. Let me tell you something, that sets a bad, very bad president, because let me tell you
for sure it is.
We accept this like this. Trust me, it have more coming,
Of course.
And that is Papa Andy telling you all. It have more coming. If we continue like this, and I'm not talking about this administration, I'm talking about in general people. If we don't stand up and ask questions and stand for something, they're going to keep bringing things like this to us.
And you will fall for everything.
And everybody always want to point fingers, but we are our problem.
Yeah. Absolutely. And I will take with the second. Your lack of patriotism should be considered a crime. Not yours specifically, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, lack of patriotism for your country should always be considered a crime, because the way some of y'all speak about Trinidad and Tobago, no one would ever think you have any love for this place that you call home. It makes no sense to me. No, it is literally about what code we under, and anybody else that say anything opposite, you just want to call them a sycophant. You want to call them a lackey of whichever party they aligned with.
Look at Trinidad Killer. Trinidad Killer has, over the months or so, have been in the in the media with all sorts of different things. That you always in some kind of controversy, some kind of bacchanal.
Sometimes it works in his favor.
Sometimes it doesn't. But guess what? And not only Trinidad Killer, but I'm just pointing to him. Trinidad Killer is out there cooking up a storm where persons are leaving all parts of the state to visit where Trinidad Killer is set up, just to have Trini food.
Just have some Trini food.
Right? And that is part of our culture. That is a part of our DNA. That is a part of the red, white, and black.
In spite of whatever bacchanal he's been going on with.
You understand? And I've seen some popular persons pulling up by Trinidad Killer just to taste that Trini hand.
In a foreign land.
Now we could have go across there and learn to make empanadas. He could have go and learn to make Haitian food. He could have even go and learn how to make their famous American food, American dishes.
Burgers and fries,
Yeah.
fried chicken, shrimp and grits.
But guess what?
Collard greens.
He went there and he's literally always, as much as he could be, one control.
He's a controversial individual. Eh?
Right?
But I can't knock his national pride.
Come on.
I can't.
Come on.
And one thing I can't say. And one thing I can't say about him. I can't knock his pride for his country.
I don't want to see. You see some of you all who have an issue. No, who don't have an issue that we're not going to have a celebration. Don't make me see a red, white, or black piece of material on you,
Never.
in your hand. Don't even wear Trinbago Night Riders colors. Don't even go
to no CPL match.
CPL match.
Yeah.
Because
Correct.
what's the sense?
What's the sense? You don't like hair. So go on from here. Plain and simple.
Go so with your
Dirty
chicken
ways.
curry ways. Shucks.
I have some friends down in Berbice and Georgetown that will be happy to take you. They'll be happy to take you. They'll take you up to Lindale, you'll get some tennis roll and some chicken curry, and you all will do yourself just fine. You all can head down there, but get out of Trinidad and Tobago, boy.
Surely I do.
Wickedness. Wickedness, I tell you.
Go on
You
from
take this
here.
one. Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Yes, and so good afternoon to you, gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Now, yes. Now, I heard. I know you all played that. You read out the patriotic. Well, I should say, it come like
the definition of patriot. Being a patriot,
right.
yeah?
No, right? No, you should. No, you should ask now. Is this government or the leader of this government is portraying this, right?
Is that leader portraying patriot?
If the leader of the country right now are being patriotic?
Yes, because what I will answer you portrait. He's not. Okay? But like I told you guys last week, she don't celebrate independence.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So
yes.
if you call off the parade or whatever you say, you know, she don't mind.
I'm not going to lie, member. I'm not going to lie, member. You see how, as you say that 24 hours later we didn't get no parade. I wanted to blame you, because I feel somebody in the government was listening when you was talking, and 24 hours later we ain't had no parade,
Wait. Yeah, you probably wild up.
You probably wild up the administration to see.
Wait. So remember, you are the person to blame. Remember, you are the person to blame. You are the person why we not having no parade. Let me see if it is able to track this number. We will track your location.
That good lady who we support. Right? She, for the past 5 years, like the caller after me calling, and he explained it to you all what I meant.
Yes.
Right? She did not celebrate independence. You understand?
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter to her. It don't matter to her if we have parade or not. You understand? They will use it as she would say they will put crime in front. But look how much years it had crime all these guns and so on started coming in rampantly under the NAR regime and so on. And we still had independence. You understand? So the lady, she don't want to be seen there because she know for the past 5 years she did not celebrate. It come like a sour grape. Right?
All right, thanks, member. But look out for a call. Look out for a call from the police because it's because of you we not having the parade.
Wickedness, eh?
Wickedness.
I was hoping the culprit called back today, because I was like, as he say that, less than 24 hours, we had no parade.
All right, it's still trying to narrow down his location, but at least it's in Trinidad.
Okay,
so we know he in Trinidad,
in the region.
Yeah.
He could be using a VPN,
We had a because I hear boy, no parade, Anti-cams, we sorry.
You understand?
Lord,
is he who said no weed by?
One person. You trying to tell me one person make that statement and everybody had to suffer?
You understand? That's like when your sibling is the one who break the glass, but you get lashed for it. I went even home.
Drink water in your hand.
Hold that straight. Shut up, sir. Relax. we let you all to go make a statement. Go back to your penance.
Right. As Miss Reed is on YouTube saying, they're wicked. Yeah, they're wicked.
All you too wicked. I think that might be my favorite. I think that might be my favorite Trinidadian phrase. All you too wicked. I think that's the greatest phrase Trinidad ever come.
I mean, and honestly, I agree. Yeah, I agree with certain things, but there are certain things I really disagree of. Oh boy.
Yeah.
They could have done. They could have done better. I think they could have done better. And I still think that there's time for them to. There's still enough time for them to reconsider, even if it's making it having the celebration, but in a smaller
capacity. Something, man. Let's not take away that from our country, our population. Right.
For the ones that work hard, in our different defense departments and so forth. For the ones that lost their lives, on duty. Sometimes these things as remind us of the hard work that these different members of the defense force, and even I think the Red Crosses be there as well, the Coast Guard, you name it.
Yeah.
And again too, it also helps our young precious minds, the youths, sometimes when they see the parades and so forth, it helps them to decide where they see themselves, in the next couple of years. It makes them decide, hey, you know what? I like how the Coast Guard look. I like, how they look. I want to be a part of that.
You can even look higher than that. Say, look how the Prime Minister waving at the people.
Look how she's looking and going and observe and there's a word that is used where she literally goes to every and
addressing?
No, like an inspection. Yeah, So she would inspect the different military and you name it.
I want to be where Auntie Kamala is one day.
Yeah, I want to be Auntie Kams. I want to be the next Prime Minister. I want to have that sort of
influence on my country.
Over the nation.
Yeah.
I want to be the next Christine Kangaloo because the president does be there as well.
Of course.
And it would have been a nice thing to be able to see these women together. And since we have not been able to have the opposition and the current government at an independence celebration for over a couple of years now, it would have been nice to see all of them.
Oh, it would have been a great look. The president,
because you would have had
Prime Minister,
Penny, you'd have
leader of the opposition,
Christine Ganglou, and you would have had the Honorable Kamala.
The 3 top jobs in the nation,
yeah,
all run by women. You don't think that would have looked amazing on the front of the Guardian? Come on, man. Goes a little deep. Sometimes the simplest representations just speak powerful words,
No, you know, if somebody come up and jump up and say, that is why they say woman is the weakest sex and blah, blah, blah. That's why they can't defend nothing. You know, that could be another conversation.
A whole different conversation.
Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Chairman. Or what is it called?
Speakers. Yes.
Well, you know, I was telling a fellow about 2 months ago. I say, only last time I tell all the Prime Minister, tell them no. They say, nah, that. I tell them twice. I say, she fool only twice. When she say they only go eat grass, I say, only listen to this. Only go end up eating grass. You know, nobody can sell nothing to get change to buy food. And you see the grass going high. She mean politics eat grass.
Thank you, member. Thank you, member. Me eating no grass, huh? My name is no cow. My name is no goat. I'm no horse.
I'm no Rastafari either.
Yeah, me eating no grass. As the woman in God rest her soul from south. You see that grass stuff? You see that grass? Just as way they tell them where to put the highway. You see that grass stuff? Don't make me tell you where to put that, eh?
We ain't want no grass to grow here, and if you tell them you can put that lawn in between.
You see that? I'm about to eat no grass.
Because I'm born and grow here. My children and my grandchildren, I have grandchildren.
Yeah, like the next one will tell him.
And someone want to grow your grass? No, you must grow the grass.
The next one was telling us about don't eat pie on a Sunday. Right? Don't make me tell you where to look. But eat on cold spot. Look! You see, hey! I'll tell them, again and again I would say, this population not taking them kind of nonsense. Don't come in front and tell us them kind of nonsense and expect us to just take it and swallow it. Even though it have some of us who are very much blinded, and anything you tell us, we take it and we swallowing it. Not here. Not on the council.
How that went?
Right? They even thinking twice.
That is the main foundation.
Somebody tell them, hey, don't eat no bread, butter, and cheese. Eat bread and butter today and eat the bread and cheese tomorrow. Alright. No problem.
You're simple as you see me here. We ain't want no grass to grow here. I have children and grandchildren. And if you born and go in a place and somebody tell you to grow your grass, no. You had to grow that person grass.
Hashim is one. But eat grass. Not me.
Remember.
And I'm telling you, I'm still going around certain places. Okay. We already know what's happening with you know who. We know that it can't happen right now because they're doing investigation, blah, blah, blah. Before it had these people,
right?
How these places used to be kept clean? Is it through the corporation? And if it's through the corporation, why is it that our Minister of Rural Development is not ensuring that these clowns, sorry to say, go out there and clean up around the highway, the walkovers? There's a bridge that connects Montrose in Chaguanas and 500, right? There's now it's a 1 lane, so there's a traffic light, telling you who gets whichever turn to go. But there's also on the side of it, there's something that you could walk over. Pedestrians could walk over.
Right.
Hashim, if you see bush, where's the corporation? Where's the borough? Well, Chaguanas is a borough. Where are them to address these issues?
Y'all don't have a mayor and thing to talk about them?
Aren't we? What are we doing? We waiting until CPEP come back to clean it. By that time, somebody could climb some other bush.
Have some bush I could climb right now in the West right now. I swear upon my life, I see a man could jump out of them bush and run the highway already. At night. We just waiting because I was CPEP work, right? And nobody else will want to do it.
But if CPEP is no more or it's on a pause right now, who was responsible before? We country never used to be kept clean. I'm not talking about in front of nobody gate, eh? Or some of you all too damn nasty. Right? In front of your gate is your responsibility. You see the drain right outside too? That's part of your responsibility. And if every neighbor cleans the drain in front, then there will be nothing that will be flowing down to clog the drains.
Yeah.
So I'm not talking about in front of your yard. I'm talking about walkovers, the highway. Imagine you pulling on the shoulder and bullgrass dragging on your, because you pull on the shoulder because something probably wrong with your car, or you probably have a hot one. And while you pulling on the shoulder, you and it's because bullgrass scraping your
side.
What's that?
No government ain't paying to buff all them scratches, isn't it?
No, they just give you a ticket. You want a ticket? You get a ticket. You don't have a CPL ticket? That's okay. We have a ticket for you. Right? Your lights not working? That's a ticket.
I would like to reward the officer for collecting 1,647 tickets between the months of July and December.
Nonsense. Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon. I'm Sarah Okita again. Let me put interesting conversation, but let me pull up the rod of correction first. I think you all was saying, listen to what I'm saying. Now, who inspects the Independence Day parade in the Savannah is the president, not the prime minister. The prime minister is whoever the prime minister is in the stand there.
Right.
He stands at the grandstand.
Is the president that does the inspection, correct?
Yeah. Well, it used to be in the days of the Governor General Solomon, who tried, and up to when President Clark became the president, there's a red horse in the parade to inspect. But then after it started with people, the presidents thereafter using a vehicle, right, in the back of a vehicle, and that is how it is up to today. Yeah. Or President, I think President Clark is the man who started this vehicle at the back of the vehicle inspecting the parade.
Right.
Our last Governor General was Solomon Huchai. He is the man who used to ride the horse and inspect. Right? Now, talking about grass cleaning and the environment, now the county council, now there are three waves of county council. We had what they call the warden system. That was in the 50s, early 60s. Then it became the county council system in the mid-60s. And then after it came the regional corporation, which it still is, which is Act 21 of 1990. Right? Now the grass, in the early days, corporation workers used to work up to half day Saturday until the prime minister, the government at the time, they decided every government worker would work 40 hours per week. Right? Now since 1973, with our first oil boom, everything turned topsy-turvy in Trinidad. One of the problems in the corporation is supervision. Right? You have work supervisors and you have road officers. Some have road officers, some have work supervisors. And because of lack of supervision, right, the whole system went apart because the supervisors used to go on a daily basis and sign up what they call it distribution sheets. The distribution sheet is the sheets where the checker and the foreman will sign up as to what was the production for the day, or the performance for the day. And then the supervisor will pass and put it initial and date it. Right? And this thing don't happen again. And the road used to be clean. I was a little boy, the road used to be clean. All on the what they call the hedges, right? Used to be clean. For us just to make a note, for us where at mountainside, where they are mountainside, people used to make what they call a bamboo ladder. I don't know if some people know about that bamboo ladder, but country people we know about that. And the workers used to go up as far as possible and cut and trim the hedges. Yeah. So that is how it is. But that 73 oil boom kind of had a serious effect on Trinidad because the standard of living went up so high, so quick. Parents used to give their children $100 something to go to school in them days, just to buy snacks and all kind of things. Right? A story was told that Wolfman is out 3-4 these when they go to the supermarket, those cats, 3-4 cats behind them, and each cat is for a home or for a house. Yeah. So we must understand all these kind of things. So the main thing is what I call for is, let's correct you all and tell you, as I said, is the president who does the inspection, not the prime minister. I think when Manning became prime minister, he had that thing he used to walk out, right, at the edge of the stand there, and people used to wave and all kind of thing. But he never, was not his responsibility, but his role and function to inspect a military parade. So
All
there
right.
is how it is.
All right, thanks very much for your contribution, member.
Yeah.
Remember the key to success is working.
I mean, is the president doing the inspection? At least, one thing we're sure about is that the only thing the president will be inspecting on Independence Day might be who wake up before, if it's she or her husband, because it's not to inspect on that day.
None to inspect at all.
Yeah.
You can inspect some breakfast.
But I want to know who inspecting to make sure that these pavements, these walkovers, by these bridges and so forth, who cutting the grass, who cleaning the place,
who patching the holes.
Come now, man. So we wasn't functioning before them then?
Clearly.
What is the corporations there for?
Nothing was in place to say, hey, if these people go down, we still have a backup. Because I like I tell you, about 2 weeks ago, I see somebody took it upon themselves to take a weed whacker along the Diego Martin Highway and mow the grass that was already about 6 feet tall. But it's such patchy work, you could still see the residuals of it further back toward the river's edge. So it's not like it's not even a fully done job.
Now follow me, Hashim. Follow me here, right?
On Instagram or Twitter?
No. Follow what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
So, a child, right, doing, being a child.
Yeah.
Right? But obviously you have a parent who's guiding you and telling you, you need to go to school and you work, blah, blah, blah. And every time the child asks to go to an event, or an event is coming up, you tell the child, nah, you cannot go. Nah, you cannot go. Or you make some parents just make up all kind of thing. No, what you going there for? That is only, what is going to do there? Only to drink. Or they just can't wait for a holiday, blah, blah, blah. Right? At some point, what will happen? Eventually with that child. And that child will get rebellious.
Yeah.
To this administration, and to any administration that intend to sit in that parliament and do our work, the people work, remember that the more you take away from us, at some point, expect that these citizens will start to get rebellious. Everybody does look forward to a holiday and to be able to take part in whatever event. Because just as there's religious holidays, I know it have religious holidays where people, they still go and beat a rum bottle, even though it's a religious holiday and you're not supposed to be partaking in that, right?
Of course.
Because everybody takes a holiday differently. I mean, and if
For
it
sure.
is that you're not a part of a certain religion or whatever the case may be,
Yeah, you
I don't expect you to, if that is what you want to do,
or say a
you
prayer
understand?
or whatever, yeah.
But imagine a holiday like this where people does celebrate in such a big way and to, with friends and family, and you cook up a pot and you knock 2 bottles, whatever the case may be. You say, hey, prayers and reflection. It might go off once, at one, people might say, all right, okay. But if you all continue to take away, expect a pushback eventually.
You have to.
And since, for a while now, and I'm not talking about this year alone, for a couple years now, there has been a lot that has been taken away from the population. And that is one of the reasons why a lot of persons said they loan their vote. They lend their vote to this party because they was fed up with the next party. And they was fed up with the next party because why? that next party wasn't taken away from them and not giving them anything in return?
So if this administration started to do the same thing,
where you going to end up?
But like a member said some days ago, it's a ping pong. Because if you're gonna take away from this one, who are you giving it to then? What other entity is big enough to hold an administration? So we just knocking the ball back to the other side of the court then. It's crazy, man. It's some people lose touch with their.
Well, that's what they said.
That's
what they said at the previous administration. They said they lost touch with the population. They lost touch with the people.
Yeah.
But if it is that this, and you know, one of the members said it. He said that how he begging this administration, please do not give the opposition ammunition to be able to kick you all out of there at the end of the 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not only that. Because as I see it, it's like it's one party, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's the
People
same
might
thing.
say no, but it's like the same.
It's the same
pattern.
It's the same thing. It's the same pattern. It just takes a while to show. That's all. You might say it start different, and you might be right for a time, but the same traits start to show after time, no matter who you put in charge there. And I don't know what it is, and I hope I never have to find out of the temptations that come with holding these seats of power that literally dictate the progress of a nation, because it really seems like these things warp the thinking of individuals. The people who, the most noblest of hearts, the greatest of intentions, seems to crumble under this system we call democracy. Or at the very least, your intentions and your hopes for bettering your people are silenced by the rest of the noise that has already existed there and has existed there long before you even showed up. So while you may hold on to some of your intentions and may get some things done, it is never in the majority, or the light is never shown on what you are doing, because we are so focused on the bacchanal and the commerce that the rest of them are going on with.
Now they say that the Honorable Prime Minister consider herself like a mother, and a lot of persons say that she's the mother of the nation, mother of Trinidad and Tobago. Well, I'm telling all of us, and for the ones that look up to our Honorable Prime Minister as a mother, Mommy real stern right now, eh? Mommy making some decisions there. I just hope that if nobody tell Mommy, you're going a little harder now, you're going a little harsh. If nobody tell Mommy that, and Mommy continues to go down this road,
she might end up losing some of her children.
End up, but it wouldn't end nicely. And I don't say that to incite nothing, or to say that they're going to have a war, nothing like that. And I'm going to make that clear.
Never.
Because I remember he go and say that how Anderson is declaring war on the Prime Minister. You know how some of your dodo head.
I'm gonna look for that article in the Newsday. Radio announcer declares war against PM.
Right? All I'm saying is that she has to be careful. She and her team in some of these decisions that they make moving forward, because some of these things literally help to uplift us, and when you take it away from us, it's like we're just working, we're going through all the different
trials and tribulations for nothing.
Yeah, it have people literally struggling, and when they're thinking, boy, I can't wait for this day to rock back, you see, no.
At the very least, it is a reprieve for citizens to take time and try to find some semblance of appreciation for being from the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, and we can't even do that. That is what you are telling me. And I'm not saying that the country don't need prayers. The world need prayers. The world need reflection.
I feel just now they go ban chicken from Pila one thing. Yeah. No Pila without no chicken.
So beef only?
Beef? Who killing who cow? You're mad. Remember you can't be mining your cow and drinking the same cow milk. You forget Homeland Security Minister say that?
So what kind of pila are we eating then?
Veggie.
Stew
boiled rice. Not even pigeon peas in it. Yeah, just boil stew, boil rice.
Wow.
You may just get infused coconut milk.
Every drink big onion.
Coconut milk sound a little luxurious, to be honest with you.
You might take away that too, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Rice it there. I myself might take out a one-way ticket. Yeah. I gonna and check Trinidad Killer, yes? He cooking good food across there.
He cooking real thing. Stew chicken, macaroni pie. He had okra rice. He had everything.
Oh, I see a lady put on a stew pork. He cooked there. And she said this is real good. Yeah, they not nothing she didn't lick, boy.
Pause.
Yeah,
pause.
She enjoyed herself.
Pause.
Oh God.
Yes.
You see your mind? You see where your mind going?
Nah, I don't know, because I know somebody out there would have say Anderson being lewd on the radio now. I'm trying to cover your tracks. I'm trying to cover your tracks, bro.
So no independence celebration. We will have a day of prayer and reflection. Should I do over a crate?
I knew he was corrupt, you know.
Should I do over a crate on that day? Should it just be full of gospels and...
I suppose so. Mr. Hawkins might not be pleased, but you know.
Yeah, and he asking for us to... Anyways, you see me? I mean, we out of time.
Yeah, the third umpire is coming up next, guys, and I guess we can ask, how will you celebrate your independence now that there's no parade? I guess we can find out that tomorrow. You know. But
and you know the Papa Rabbit is in front of your TV and tell your cousin outside, yeah, more to the left. Hurry up now, boy, the president. Hey, hurry up. We go on. Right,
love light and 2 it's light all yeah. Late.
FM.